stories making headlines from the various regions of Ghana. The headmaster of Afuena Senior High School in the Northline district of the Volta region, Albert Kwesidodo, has expressed the institution's desire to return to the single-track system. He therefore appealed to government, private individuals and organizations to invest in the school's infrastructure, as well as residential facilities to support staff accommodation. He made the appeal during the celebration of the school's 60th anniversary.
Afuena is eager and ready to return to the single-track school system. This could, however, be achieved with the provision of the following three most needed facilities. 1, an 18-unit classroom block. 2, a 400-bed capacity dormitory for boys. And then 3, a 400-bed capacity dormitory for boys. I must state that reversing Afuena to a single-track school without the provision of these very important facilities will lead to a drastic reduction in students' enrollment.
Addressing the gathering, the Acting Deputy Director General of the Ghana Education Service, Professor Smile Gavwajisi, reiterated government's commitment to supporting the infrastructure and developmental needs of the school.
I wish to make a solemn and sincere commitment today, that's on behalf of the Minister. The government will do everything within its power to support and meet the infrastructure and development needs of Afuena Senior High School. We actually recognize that a school of this caliber, with this proud legacy and this potential, deserves facilities that match its ambitions. Furthermore, I'm pleased to announce to you today that the Ministry of Education will actively pursue and advocate for the upgrading and resultant reclassification of Afuena Senior High School to a Category B institution.
The Volta Regional Representative on the Council of State, Gabriel Kwamiga Atokletanku, who chaired the event and thus called the importance of collective responsibility in delivering quality education in the modern era.
60 years of existence represents a remarkable journey of vision, sacrifice, resilience, and achievement. Afuena Senior High School has contributed immensely to the development of our nation. Too many lives it has shaped. The theme of this anniversary challenges all of us. It reminds us that quality education in this century requires a collective effort.
In her keynote address, the Vice Chancellor of the University of Health and Allied Sciences, Professor Lydia Asiato, called for continuous professional development for teachers to equip them with modern teaching skills and encourage alumni to provide internship and mentorship opportunities for students.
I'm encouraging you, my future students, to study and be qualified. We train only health professionals, so from medicine to pharmacy to dentistry, nursing, midwifery, just name them, physiotherapy, all the health programs. But you have to do well. You have to do well. A cut-off aggregate 6, 7, 8. If you don't do well, cry 10. You'll get something to do. But when you don't do well, then it's difficult. So please, my future students, study and be qualified. Celebrating 60 years, the role of stakeholders in providing quality education in the 21st century. This team is out.
For details of these stories and more, kindly log on to metrotvonline.com and follow us on all socials at Metro TV Ghana. My name is Gota Lois Achivu Kwaku, and this is from the region.
Tanumo, Onunchoni ha or Dagma, Chicheli Wekun, Yanuchumo, Osolimojiake, Ubaonani, Aya, Baba Shushui. Amen.
Somebody parks, bets a vessel, a boat, at Cape Coast. and you decide to go to the north, go to the Bono area, get to the Ashanti area, get into the Asin area, and you are chasing your own people, the strongest amongst them. Then after 100 years, you say, I should be compensated. Who should compensate who? Mr. Speaker, with the greatest respect, I don't want us to create a certain impression that, you know, expressing an opposing view to this whole reparation thing makes you anti-African, or you are not thinking about the suffering. Who suffered? We maltreated our own. We maltreated our own and told the white man that he should also maltreat our own. So, Mr. Speaker, the story must be told and be put in its proper context. It is also a fact that inhumane treatment, the unfortunate humiliation, the marginalization, the injustice, the abuse of our ancestors who became victims of this slave trade, Mr. Speaker, must be condemned, and I so condemn him. They were treated as less human. And Mr. Speaker, if that is where the argument is being situated, then Mr. Speaker, I'm all for it.
I will have only one message for the minority leader in Ghana. He should pay a friendly visit to the former president of Ghana, leader of his party, His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, who has been a strong advocate for reparatory justice, a leading member of his own party. You should pay him a visit. There's an Easter weekend coming up. It will be nice for him to pay former President Nana Akufo-Addo a nice visit. He should go with an Easter gift, sit with him, and let former President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo educate him on reparatory justice. I think it will do him a lot of good before his next pronouncement in Parliament. That's all I have to tell him.
A few of our people, I don't know whether for attention or popularity, criticized the achievement and tried to belittle it. And they made all kinds of infantile arguments. They say, so, but Africans were involved. I mean, it doesn't, the crime was systematic. The ships that carried the slaves were insured by reputable insurance companies that are some of the richest in the world today and profited from the slave trade. The ship owners made money, reparations, and listen to the important one. Reparations were paid to slave owners for letting the slaves go. When they abolished slave trade and said the slaves could go, they compensated the person who has enslaved somebody for loss of property. As recently as 2015, compensation was paid to people for losing their slaves. And you come and tell me that we recognize this as a grievous crime, and you say, oh, but Africans were involved. This was a whole system. They built ships, and they built the ships with measurements to make sure that the cargo can take the maximum amount of slaves. And you tell me that, you know, Africans were involved, so we shouldn't talk about reparations. You know, I don't know. I mean, some people just, you know, want to whittle down what happened. If you know what happened to the slaves, nothing compares to it in everything that has happened in this world, to the 15 million people who were sent away, those who died. I'll give you the case of one example. A ship captain threw 134 slaves overboard to go and claim insurance because the cargo, your ancestors were cargo. And so if the ship lost cargo, there was insurance that compensated for the loss of cargo. And 134 slaves, he threw them overboard and went and filed an insurance claim for loss of cargo. And you know, before now, the arguments have been fragmented. A few people have acknowledged. I know some of the leading corporates have come and apologized for their role in this, but the whole discussion has been fragmented. And so our purpose was to put it on record, the true story of the slave trade. If even to just let the spirit of our ancestors rest, I am happy that we went. I'm happy that we went to the General Assembly and it is recorded for eternity in the records that this happened. It will never be forgotten. Those who seek to erase their memory have failed. Their memory is in the records of the highest platform, global platform that we have. And so let's not trivialize it and say, oh, but there were people involved. In the record of the Holocaust, there were Jews who were prison guards. There were Jews who pointed out where other Jews were hiding. And yet the Holocaust is recognized as genocide and a crime against humanity. So why not the slave trade? Because some Africans were involved. It doesn't absolve those who built the system and financed it. And so we'll call them out. I don't care what anybody says, we'll call them out. And so Ghana has done its bit. Ghana has been recognized for leading the Pan-Africanist struggle. And I think this is just an extension of that leadership. Now that we have it on record, the same coalition that came together to do this, including our CARICOM brothers and sisters, they have a 10-point plan on reparations. I think that we should build a coalition around their 10-point plan for reparative justice and restitution. And it goes beyond just reparations. It includes artifacts that were stolen. Only recently, the head of one of our chiefs has been returned. It is in 37, being preserved in 37. They cut off his head and took it and put it in a museum for many years. It has only recently come back. And so it's a broader discussion than those who seek to trivialize it. And we will continue to lead if our leadership is needed, but we'll continue to be a good part of that coalition that continues to press for reparative justice and restitution.
Your Excellency, Madam Vice President, the Chairman and members of the Council of State here present, senior government officials, service commanders, our revered chiefs and traditional rulers, members of the clergy. We welcome our President back home. Our President has made us so proud as a country. And so it calls for all of us to be here to welcome him. Mr. President, if we had not controlled the numbers, I believe you couldn't have stand it. Why are we here? Several years ago, our first president, Osagyefo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, when he led the African liberation struggle, he made Ghana proud. We became the first African country, sub-Sahara, to gain independence. Several years down the line, when the entire African Union were looking for somebody courageous, bold, wise to lead the charge, they found no one but our president, President John Dramani Mahama. Mr. President, your forebearers in Deura Japa will be so proud of you because you are bold and courageous. Your late father, Honorable Ye Mahama, I believe, will be very, very proud of you. And Ghana as a whole, we are very proud of you for leading the charge to the United Nations to call for us, entire world, acknowledging that slavery is the most grievous crime against humanity, and to call for reparation, an assignment you executed excellently. Mr. President, on behalf of the government, on behalf of the presidency, And on behalf of the good people of Ghana, we welcome you home and we are so proud of you. Thank you for raising Ghana again. Thank you.
You recall what happened in 2025. Incidentally, it was our best year of performance. At the same time, it was our worst year of existential troubles. Why should Kisi and a few officers of the Office of the Special Prosecutor be the ones always fighting existential battles just to keep this office running? Had it not been the good-naturedness of the president, the office would have been scrapped by the end of December 2025 in Parliament. Ask yourself, why? It is because politicians don't want us around. It is that simple. And why do they not want us around? Because we are bad news for politicians. And that is why civil society should keep it afloat. I am not known to be diplomatic. I speak what occurs to me. The attempt to scrap the Office of the Special Prosecutor last year is not dead. And this is a charge I'm giving to civil society. It is not dead. It is live. But we should not depend on the goodness of the president to say, withdraw it from Parliament. Rather, we should build this institution for the ages, an institution which stands the test of time. I was approached in respect of how to reform, and a lot of the talk I heard was revolving around me. And I told these well-meaning people that do not make proposals because of my nature. Some may see me as good, some may see me as evil. But do not turn legal provisions around my traits and characteristics. And the same way I'm saying, do not let this office's existence depend on the fact that the president wants it to operate, as we saw in December 2025. Secure it, bound it up, board it up well. And now we have a glorious opportunity with the Constitution review process. Let it be stamped in it. And we are gratified that the committee, the Constitution Review Committee, put such a proposal in it. Let it be well-founded in it. Let it be well-clad, so that the next special prosecutor will not spend so much of his time fighting for survival of the office, fighting for survival of his position.
Director of Procurement, what's your name?
My name is Frank Oliver Bodo.
Frank Oliver?
Bodo.
Bodo?
Yes, sir.
Sorry? Frank Oliver Bodo?
Yes, sir.
Which ministry or department do you work with now? Have you been transferred to?
I'm with the Minister of Lands and Natural Resources.
Minister of Lands and Natural Resources. I think you should be interdicted for how you carried out your function as Minister of Defense. We demand that. Or you are not responding to the issues reasonably. What is your relationship with Global Supply Network?
Mr. Chairman, I don't have any relationship.
Because you see, Mr. Chair, I am struggling to appreciate the fact that a ministry signs a supply and purchase agreement. You are not the ministry. You are not even the chief director. You are not the Minister of Defense. And you are telling the Committee of Parliament that the supplier was putting pressure on you by sending you text messages. So you see, this is how you people personalize public transactions. You personalize the transaction, so it became your personal burden. How many were the vehicles? In fact, if you can't tell us where the vehicles are, at least tell us how many they were.
Mr. Chairman, there were 6 vehicles.
Sorry?
6 vehicles, sir.
16.
6. 6. Yeah, 6.
And till date, Madam Chair, till date, we don't know where the vehicles are. So for me, my demand is that the Ministry of Lands and Natural Resources should interdict this man. It should be interdicted.
Yeah, 1 minute. What kind of vehicles were you going to purchase for this?
They were Suzuki Grand Vitara vehicles.
Pardon?
Suzuki Grand Vitara vehicles.
So 6 of them for 4 point something million.
Suzuki Grand Vitara vehicles. 6 for pickups or
No, they are SUVs.
SUVs.
Yes.
Oh, okay. The Mini for 4.8 million Ghana cedis.
Yes.
What's the unit price? Divide that by.
So, what was the price for one, please? I mean, once this infraction you've been cited for this infraction, you should come prepared with the documents. Don't you have copies of the purchase agreement? Don't you have the costs involved and everything? Because you knew we were going to speak to it. Yes, I'm waiting.
What?
Mr. Kodo, respectfully, can you let us know? Did you come with any documents or it's all in your head? If it's in your head, can you share with us? Sir, we are waiting for you.
Respectful Chairman, I can't remember the figure of it.
Initially, the party people prevented him, and subsequently, the supplier owned his agent, so they didn't give him access to continue the transportation.
When was this? When was this done?
That is after the election.
After the election?
Yeah, we have to get the military to even intervene, but still.
Then this claim about they not distributing and all of that is non-existent.
Mr. Minister, respectfully, the person who made the claim is here. She should be able to expatiate. Tell us, which party people, what activities did they engage in?
Honorable Adam, I think that the beginning of this conversation, we were talking about the parties involved. And so in her submission, she just said some party people took over the warehouse, not necessarily political party people taking over the warehouse.
Mr. Chairman, this...
Are you trying to tell me that I'm not doing my job well?
If we are talking about rice, distribution of rice, warehouse, contract, and somebody says a party, the person never said a political party. A party to this one could be a party or the person who even brought in the rice. It could be the distributor. It could be, so please, the person, the woman was very, very clear.
What your deputy ranking has said. The answer is contradictory to what the deputy ranking.
Respectfully, young man, Honorable MP, please, your chairman has spoken. I think we should end it. You are not more party-like than your chairman who is here taking over the affairs of what we are doing. Respectfully.
Madam Chair, respectfully, I take strong exception to that statement.
Respectfully.
I asked the question because this is a committee of Parliament. Parliament is a house of records.
Take over and do what is expected. Please.
Okay, quiet. I'm in charge here. Quiet. Why can't you guys show a little bit of respect to me? What do you mean?
No, they didn't take it, but they prevented it from access. The rice is there.
The rice is there?
Yes.
They prevented you at that time to go and access the rice?
Yes.
Can you have access to it now?
No.
Why not?
The agent is still not giving us access.
Your issue was with the supplier.
Yes.
The supplier took the rice somewhere. And the warehouse people are not giving you access to it because they have an issue with the supplier.
Yes.
Is that what it is?
Yes.
All right.
Government is broke, government is broke. The people are spending billions to go inside the government that is broke. Have you ever seen a minister who resigned because government is broke before? Government has no money. Have you ever seen a governor who said, ladies and gentlemen, when I was elected, I thought the government had money. Now I discover government has no money, I resign. Have you ever seen it? Government has no money, but they are bringing money out at election time. Where is that money coming from? So they are lying. What is happening is that there are two types of wicked people in government. Type 1, they eat current money. Any money they find in government, they will eat it. They are wicked about that one. There is type 2. Type 2, they eat current money and future money. They will say, my term will end next year. When I leave, how will I eat money? Let me borrow money now and borrow money of the future and eat it now.
Oh, I see. Good morning. Thank you very much for joining the show. This is Good Morning Ghana on the Metro Television. The show is also live on 94.1 FM. My name is Awudu Moro. Today it's the 2nd of April 2026, and this is the day the Lord has made. Indeed, we are glad in it. I want to say big thanks to the Almighty God for making it possible for us to return here to join the nation's conversation on the big issues that are making the rounds in our dear country, Ghana. I will go straight ahead and look at what the papers are reporting on their various front pages, and then I'll let you in on my guest. So I'll start with the Daily Graphic. It says, "The Unite to Promote Peace, Love. Clergy charges nation at Easter." Zimbabwean President Mnangagwa arrives for 3-day visit. There's Damang Mine transition won't affect jobs. The Land Minister assures workers. 7,000 graduate teachers to be recruited for deprived areas. Daily Guide. Reverend Wengam preaches peace at Easter. And there's also Damang Mine transition to protect jobs, according to Minister. There's highway robber gunned down, 7 others arrested. Zongo Development Fund office locked over 252.5 thousand rent. That's dollar rent. Wow, that's incredible. Whoa. Anyway, perhaps we would find out from Alhaji Halidu Haruna what exactly is happening. $252,000. And that's why the office has been locked? How? Anyway, 10 Nigerians arrested for cyber fraud. That's also the front page of today's Daily Guide. The Insight newspaper says SIC Insurance MD rejects claims of preferential government contract. No Okwapim Hene Ofori Kuma stool still vacant. Quim mother warns public. Discriminatory death penalty. SMG condemns Israel's new law, calls for global action. Bogus Prestia Mine Cashman Divisional Chiefs petition Mahama for new investor to replace Heath Goldfields. And there's a Channel 1 TV's new family drama, The Blankson, set to light up screens this Thursday. Honorable Raymond Nana Eba and Director DJ Support Healthcare in Wasa Menfi with Ambulance and Children's Ward. And there's tension brews in Wasa Fiase as Takwa in Swayam MCE fights chiefs on cooperative mining. The Daily Post says that Jomoro College of Education sees light under Doka's Afotofis wash. And there's a Mahama welcomes Mnangagwa, and there's the mine transition to protect jobs, strengthening stability. That's according to the minister. We also have the Catholic Standard that has a Mahama snub sparks church unity. Bishops Pentecostals close ranks as U.S. University withdraws honor. And there's also Pope wants choose peace now, and tension rises. Vatican calls for restraint in U.S.-Israel-Iran standoff. Ghana celebrates Crazy for Christ priest at 80 for Andrew Campbell's life of sacrifice moves nation. And then there's an editorial that says when honor is withdrawn and dignity remains. Does church go solar in climate fight? Catholics launch bold renewable energy push in Accra. The BNFT this morning says that ADB posts 367 million cedis profit after tax as capital adequacy ratio hits 27.17%. What a miraculous turnaround. Kudos to you, Mr. Atosapong and the team for doing a yeoman's job. Wow. That's for the 3rd time I'm doing this. oya dia osai. I'm not an excellent speaker of the tree language, but it says obiya dia osai. I don't know. Maybe Kofi Tonto will help me with that. But yes, but this is highly commendable, and I think that you deserve all the accolades and all the commendation and all the compliments that comes with doing a good job. I'm sure that if you did a bad job, we'd also call you out on the show. So if you've done a good job, we say congrats to you, Mr. Atosapon, and the team, because it's teamwork. He believes in teamwork. I know him personally, and so he's done a very, very good job. Mohammed Ali, who's also the Director of Corporate Affairs of, they call it ADB, for putting some of these things out in the public, for the public to consume what's happening with ADB. Massive, massive turnaround. And I can really say that congrats to you once again. Let me go to the other papers that we have this morning. Metro Lens says that Ochinhene bans home burial, task MMDCs to enforce law. There's also Africa must prioritize digital infrastructure to harness AI, according to Baumia. And there's inflation drops to 3.2%, lowest since 2021. Osiadia your calls for calm as Rogue Group installs Queen Mother at Oda. The Daily Searchlight says desperate Abuja attacks gift mix, claims it is unfit for purpose. Roads Minister flags gift mix as unfit for purpose amid mounting data integrity concerns. Adjustments will depend on fuel tax cuts. That's the GPRTU. There's GPRTU holds off on transport fare adjustments pending confirmation of Mahama's fuel tax cuts. There's also Assemblies of God backs Mahama over a doctorate withdrawal. That's on the front page of today's Daily Searchlight. The New Crusading Guide says that Ochinhene bans home burial, tax MMDCs to enforce the laws. There's a Kropon Queen Mother issues public notice on Ofori, Kuma Stool and Ujura Festival. Yoko, chasing Council of State member shows Mahama's government is Azar, Akimona MP. There's Ohema Pukwa Ifua Dankoto, the second, sworn in as Queen Mother of Wenchi. And the court dismisses La Agbawe Stool's lawsuit against the Oyarifa chief Ni Jata. I feel there's always some chieftaincy issues that keep coming up in the papers. Oh, Ghana. Anyway, so that's it for the newspaper. So let me go online and look at what the online portals are also reporting this morning. Very, very important. Okay, so I'll start with my Joe Online that says that government welcomes Burkina Faso's move to resume tomato exports to Ghana. And then there's also the GBA should have been consulted. Some Kujeto questions passage of legal education bill. Brand culture, staff drive GCB Bank's record 2025 profit, according to MD. And then Manangagwa praises Ghana's key role in Zimbabwe's independent struggle. There's BEC candidates who select SHS after results are released. Education Minister has been talking. The City Newsroom has Inside Ghana's Damang Mine Takeover, 10 facts about the crucial transition. There's Burkina Faso lifts tomato export ban. Ghana trains Zimbabwe's freedom fighters, Manangagwa. There's DDEP force banks to rethink strategies, GCB Bank MD. Ghana Web says that NAPOCU stop Islamic cleric over homosexuality allegations, and there's also Ghana's credibility at stake in LGBTQ policy debate. There's airfares rise as Ghana implements new airport infrastructure levy. The MetroTVOnline.com, which is Damai Mine, says Damai Mine takeover lands minister assures workers of no job losses. There's also professional nurses demand national dialogue after nurse dies in line of duty. And there's Burkina Faso left tomato export ban. Ghana expects market relief. Keto Kreku confident new Black Stars coach will inspire confidence. I'm saying go for Heather and Art. This chap loves Ghana. He was here in 2008. He worked with Coach Claude Leroy. Yes, he was a fitness coach at the time, but he didn't hide his admiration and love for Ghana. Unfortunately, we changed him. We didn't allow him, we didn't give him the job to do a few years ago when he expressed his interest. Now look at what he's done with, Zambia and Ivory Coast and a number of other, countries that he's coached. Except that, yes, he's had a bit of a rough patch with Saudi Arabia. I'm told that, I don't have the latest, but that they have actually parted ways with it. But
Renard is the guy for the job. He knows his job. And for me, the most important thing is that, he knows the Ghana Football Association, but is not very familiar with them. So he can tell them as it is. He said, look, stop it. What you're doing is wrong. This Kwesi Appiah is good. I don't have a problem with that. This other German coach, I've forgotten his name. He's also a good coach, but he's too familiar with the Ghana Football Association. They'll tumble him over. You know how we do things in this part of town. The Ghana Football Association needs somebody who can tell them as it is that what you're doing is wrong. Principle stands. I have a job to do. I'm the coach of the Black Stars. Allow me to do my job. The rest, I'm not sure if they can do that. Of course, I stand to be corrected. They can prove me wrong. But I think that Renard is the guy for the job. He is the guy for the job. He has a proven track record, and he is the guy for the job. Anyway, enough of my monologue and my tantrums. But I just want the right things to be done. That's it. Anyway, stay with us. This is Good Morning Ghana. Please don't go anywhere.
Tanumo, onunchoni ha o dangma, chiechele wekun. Wanyanu chumo, osoli mojiake, ubawo nani, aya, baba shushu. Amen.
March is Colorectal Cancer Awareness Month.
Have you attained 45 years and older? Notice blood in your stool, a family history of cancer? Then don't wait to have a colonoscopy. Early detection of cancer and effective treatment save lives.
There are weak points in the development and spread of cancers of the large bowel that we have control over to stop, to reduce the incidence and deaths from these cancers. Achieving this success depends on you and me. We are fully prepared. What about you?
Visit Mintuba Hospital and Coloproctology Center today or call us. Mintuba Hospital, First Ghana Colorectal Center, in to serve a peculiar health need.
Finding the ideal property shouldn't be a daunting task. At MNC Properties, we believe everyone deserves a place to call home. That's why we specialize in providing affordable housing options under our flagship project, Fresh Property Joy, specifically designed for low and medium income earners. Our range of customizable homes includes 2 and 3 bedroom standard and executive options, all meticulously crafted using innovative interlocking brick technology. We understand the importance of simplicity and convenience in the acquisition process. That's why we have designed our procedures to be straightforward and hassle-free, offering flexible payment options tailored to your individual needs. In addition to our affordable homes, we proudly offer litigation-free lands for sale in vibrant and upscale communities that present the perfect opportunity to build your dream home. We are committed to making affordable housing a reality, providing you with the joy of owning a home that meets your budgets and aspirations. Whether you're looking to buy, rent, or invest, we've got you covered. Our service team is ready to assist you on 030-255-1917. MNC Properties, choice of class.
Brush your teeth. Brush 2 times a day. Brush with Kel-Kit.
Hello, my friends. My name is Kel-Kit's toothpaste.
Wow.
I was made to be gentle on your gum, but protected. I will protect your teeth from cavity, make your teeth whiter, stronger, keep your mouth fresh all day. And best of all, I'm strawberry flavored. So put on a smile and try me.
That's amazing.
Just try me. That's my job.
If you say so, jump on my brush. Makes your teeth stronger, chicky whiter, chicky stronger. Yay! You did it!
I'm glad you like your new toothpaste. Don't forget to brush both day and night.
Kel-Kits, happy smile.
Looking for comfort, convenience, and class all in one place? Welcome to Stay Easy Apartments on Conference Center, where modern living meets exceptional service. Whether you're staying for business or leisure, Stay Easy offers you a home away from home. Spacious and well-furnished apartments, pool, gym, and everything you need to relax and feel at ease. Planning a meeting, workshop, or special event? Our event ground and state-of-the-art conference center is designed to host your events and bring your vision to life. From corporate gatherings to private functions, we provide the perfect space, supported by modern equipment and a professional team ready to assist you. At Stay Easy, your comfort and success are our priority. Book your stay or reserve your space today. Call us at 020-739-1473 or 0244-226367. Stay Easy Apartments and Conference Center. Stay easy with us.
Yes, next. Hey, Nadia Benson, Massimo.
Me didn't tum. Mr. Femi Kalika just call me cockroach.
Now, Mr. Femi once now.
Hey, is that you? Improve car. Yeah. Captain Mosquito, double the action. Me did Sasso spray. Mr. Femi Sasso quell. Yeah, go to my Sasso.
Come tum preko.
Hey, Unia, new release in Yana. Kaya gum. A bitino was me new release. Me can no access fitemu hono. And Turbotech Garages Limited. Aquafa besiesi amana aye nitia. Obiasa ya car no. Accident car no na. Turbotech Garages Limited. Amana se jina ni naso sano. Mesi wo. Womwa kwafa broni fita engineer efra brochiraba. And wa check cars no. Na wa hunu baby a fault krowo. And ho spare parts so wa desese. Afene si road. And so ho charges kakra bi o. Turbotech Garages Limited. Wo ye general servicing. Ebini engine overhauling, engine tuning, oven spraying, general electrical works, air condition installation work, BMU, upholstery, gearbox, make a day. Turbotech Garages Limited. Apart from sir, car that wotimi ato, and now Toma Wono, was sire importation of cars, and who spare parts, if Rabutreba, Wokoto Kamawa, and free. Ace, also what you call Turbotech Garages Limited, our La Paz Malam Road, after Bayard traffic light, wah. Bibiania for 0206 48 17 and 3 and now 0542 96 1111. Website turbotechghana.com. Turbotech Garages Limited. Hey, Kaya will be a Benyani. Turbotech Garages Limited. Your car beauty and the power boosters.
In my line of work, a confident smile is everything. Kel Charcoal Toothpaste keeps me on top of my game and ensures my smile is always radiant and bright.
With the tiring nature of my job, we spend several hours under the scorching sun. To keep our teeth white and our breath fresh all the time, we use none other than Kel Charcoal Toothpaste. Kel Charcoal Toothpaste. You're on a Kessie and in a kit one.
Samayo Kendini, who be here, Semecha Sapapadia to Amame Manfo, Kel Charcoal's natural ingredients, and a bomb is several buying, a man is swing, and a sansu mama hoto so a will beg you.
Kel Charcoal Toothpaste. Choose Kel Charcoal Toothpaste for anti-cavity, whiter teeth, and fresher breath all day. Available in 80 gram and 150 gram. Grab yours today.
Kel, happy smile. This advert is FDA approved.
When nations rise, it begins with bold conversations. When economies grow, it is driven by partnership.
This April, Ghana's business and policy leaders converge at the Quo Business Forum 2026, the nation's premier platform for investment, enterprise, and economic transformation, with special guest of honor, His Excellency President John Dramani Mahama, joining captains of industry, financial institutions, investors, and entrepreneurs.
The Quo Business Forum is more than just an event. It is a call to action. And so let us work together to build a Ghana that is competitive, productive, and inclusive, and a Ghana that creates opportunities for all.
Come, let's engage in high-level dialogue, explore industry exhibitions, build powerful networks, and unlock real opportunities from finance and insurance to manufacturing, agribusiness, SMEs, and innovation. This is where it all happens. From the 3rd to the 5th of April 2026 at the Quo Convention Center in Praeso Hills. Go to www.quobusinessforum.com and register now. To register for exhibitions, call 059 555 5885 or 059 555 5995. Quo Business Forum. Connect, promote, grow.
All right, you're watching Good Morning Ghana on the Metro Television. The show is also live on 94.1 FM. My name is Awudu Moro, and my guests are seated. In fact, one of them is here and would, as usual, kickstart with a conversation for the day. Kofi Tonto is his name, a very passionate Ghanaian, very astute intellectual as well. I think he's one of the brightest stars as far as the MPP's communications wing or the MPP's communications architecture is concerned. And he's joined us. He's a very good friend of this program, except that he took a bit of an AWOL. He went on some small leave, but he's absent without leave. And so he's here. We will query him as to why he's not been here for a while, but he's a very good friend of mine. Never mind. Good morning, my brother.
Good morning, Maro.
Good to see you.
Yeah, good to see you.
You know you're a big man. You know, you're
a bigger man.
Daddy, how are things?
I'm fine. Yeah, I was in Kumasi for a while.
I've always wondered, before you go, I've always wondered who your fashion designer is, because the person does a good job.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Before you tell me who your fashion designer is, I beg you. I'm told that I have a chief executive officer of the Zongo Development Fund on the line. Let me just do this brief, and then we can do our little tete-a-tetes. Yes. So there's a story in today's daily guide that the production team found a bit troubling, and we decided to follow up to find out whether indeed, first of all, whether it is true, and why what has happened, and what's the way forward. So we're told in today's daily guide, it's on page 6. Yes, it's on page 6. I look at that. Yes. But let me say good morning to you. Alhaji Halidu, good morning. Assalamu alaikum, my brother.
Wa alaikum salam, my brother.
Alhaji Halidu, good morning.
Good morning.
Alhaji Halidu, good morning.
I can hear you. Good morning.
Oh, I'm struggling to hear Alhaji
I can hear you.
Let's please sort it out. I think that there's a bit of a technical challenge. So it was, but I can't hear him. I can't hear him, unfortunately. But this is a story. Zongo Development Fund office locked over $252.5 thousand rent. The story is by one Prince Fifi York. Alhaji Halidu, can you hear me?
I can hear you, Mor.
Well, I can't hear you. I don't know why. That's the why I can't hear you. I can't hear you at all.
I can hear you.
Hello.
Yeah. Hello.
Alhaji.
Hello.
Okay, let me read the story whilst we're waiting to sort out the technical challenge that we seem to be having. Now, the story here says the head office of the Zongo Development Fund at Abelinkwe in Accra has been locked out by its landlord of unpaid rent amounting to $252,000 following the expiration of his tenancy agreement in August 2025. The landlord, Eric Asari, who is a retired military officer, said the fund has failed to honor the terms of a renewed lease agreement despite continued occupation of the property. According to him, the outstanding amount equivalent to close to 4 million cedis at an exchange rate of 15.50 to the dollar as of August 2, 2025 represents 4 years rent and a security deposit payable in advance under the agreement. But I'm not sure if as of August last year, the dollar was, the dollar was exchanged to cedi as 15 point something dollars. I'm not sure about that. But anyway, Alhaji, salaam alaikum.
Yes. Wa alaikum salam.
Good. Now I can hear you. Yes, Alhaji,
How are you doing?
I'm fine, thank you. Alhamdulillah. I hope you're doing very well too.
I'm doing very well by God's grace.
Wonderful. Now we've called you this morning because we are concerned and alarmed by a story which has been published by today's Daily Guide, and the story states that the head office of your agency, which is the ZDF, the Zongo Development Fund, at Abele in Queen Accra, has been locked out by its landlord over unpaid rent amounting to some $252,000. Now we're told the landlord, he's called one Eric Asari, who is a retired military officer, says that the fund you have failed to honor the terms of a renewed lease agreement despite continuous occupation of the property. And according to him, the outstanding amount is equivalent to some 3.913 million cedis at an exchange rate of 15.50 to the dollar as of August 2, 2025, representing 4 years' rent and a security deposit payable in advance under the agreement. What's happening? Is it true, first of all?
Thank you very much, and let me say good morning to your viewers and those who are listening to you to any other means, and then your panel. Indeed, yesterday I was far away in Ashanti region on an official assignment as part of the special audit by Finance Ministry. We are supposed to present our liabilities to the Finance Ministry to settle. But in doing so, there is a need for us to do validation with the auditors. So because the number of projects are a little bit more, I decided to split the group. One is being headed by myself and one by my deputy. So when I was to leave, I decided that the two of us cannot just leave the office like that. So the deputy should wait for me to do my own, so that when I report back to the office, then she can also take off. So whilst away, I got a call from my accountant telling me that the landlord has come to lock up the place. And he claimed that we are owing him. Now, I was appointed on the 1st of September. I assumed office on the 15th. The former CEO did not, I repeat, the emphasis is did not, even has the courtesies of coming to even sit with me to do a proper handing over.
Really?
Yes, in spite of many efforts that I have done, I have written to him. In fact, even to retrieve the vehicles of the fund was a headache. As I speak to you now, there is a car with registration number of 71 GR 7162 that has not. In fact, he has just decided not to. He has taken the car away, and I detected that that car was not even in the name of the fund, but even though it was the fund that purchased the vehicle. So what I did was to only forward the details of the car to DVLA, and then DVLA provided me with information, and I observed or realized that it was in the name of Toyota Ghana. I had to write to Toyota Ghana. Toyota Ghana confirmed that we are the owners of that vehicle, and they did the transfer of ownership to us. And this was supposed to be done way back in 2022 thereabout. He failed to do that, and then decided to take that vehicle away as I speak to you now. I reported to the police. The BNI is working on it. Now, it came to my attention that our rent has expired, and I decided to find out who the landlord is. So I invited him to the office. He came with his lawyer, who is his son. And so I engaged him. And in the engagement, I realized that the amount of money he's expecting us to pay, $5,000, he presented a document purported to be an agreement. I went through it and I realized that the former chief executive, together with the executive secretary, signed that agreement. On his part, I realized that part that he, as a landlord, was supposed to sign wasn't, that portion wasn't signed. The copy that was given to me, because the previous CEO did not come to do the handover. So I had the copy of that purported agreement from the landlord. Now, first of all, if you are taking a major decision like this that involves so much money, you need to get authorization from the chief of staff. I realized there was no any letter from the chief of staff prior to the former chief executive writing to ask for renewal of that agreement. And so what I did was to write to the chief of staff and asking him of opinion or his opinion in respect of that document reported to be an agreement. An opinion has been expressed by a legal team. I look at it. External auditors also came in. They audited us and realized that no, according to them, one of their observations was that the money is too much. I should either enter into a real negotiation with him or I should find an alternative. Now, the problem is that this is a fund that I inherited with only 221 Ghana cedis. And you expect me to pay 3 point something. And indeed, the stand of the landlord is problematic. Anytime he comes, he harasses people, he insults, and there is a word he keeps using that I decided them to avoid him. He used with, anytime I tell him something, he said, young man, don't lie to me. I am not a liar. I have not been brought up to become a liar, even though I'm a politician. But I'm a politician with conscience. It is an old man, 89 years. I cannot look into his face and look down on him. But his words, sometimes he comes. And in fact, when I came, I was around Eastern region, when my attention was drawn, I have to abandon everything, drive back to the office. And whilst on the way, I had to speak to the regional commander of Ghana Police Service. In fact, let me thank him for the effort. So he deployed the police to the office, and this landlord came with macho men. Where on earth? In fact, if an institution or government is owing you, is that a way or civilized way to deal with it? And we are not even saying, I was just finding a way to deal with it so that it becomes a right. I cannot just rush, just inherited a situation. The man who was supposed to have signed refused to even come and sit with me and explain. And you think that I should rush in dealing with it because of your interest? I won't do that. So that tomorrow, when I'm questioned, I will not have any justification to stand on. And so I had to go through all the processes. So when I came, fortunately, the police people were able to advise the macho men and inform them that where they are standing is a security zone, because we work under the office of the president. And then he educated them that they have to leave the premises. He assumed that they are ignorant of what they are doing. So they left. So before I arrived, I moved straight to the chief of staff. Fortunately, I was able to meet him. He directed me to the chief director. We were able to get a bit of a solution, because we've already stayed 8 months after the expiration of our tenancy. So fortunately, I have processed my first quarter release from finance. So I just wrote to the chief director, and the chief director also was able to facilitate for the money to be given to us. So in the evening, I instructed my accountant to contact him to take his account number. The number of months we stayed, at least we have the money to pay. So I wanted his account. And he told the accountant that he was surprised I did not call him. So I told the accountant that the kind of words he's using, I've been told that yesterday was just nasty. If I were there, probably he might not even find it easy, because he virtually insulted every leadership in this country. We don't do that. We are owing you, yes. But you are an educated person. If we are owing you and you are making a demand, at least go through the right process to do that.
He traumatized virtually everybody in the office. With the macho men, nobody will go out. Even private cars belonging to staff, he's saying that nobody will move it out. Why would we do such a thing? So yesterday when I called him, I asked him to give me his account number for the 8 months stay that we stayed to be paid. He told me he's not taking any money and that he wants checks. So I said, and then that he's not taking anything less than the 4 years. I said, Master, we have stayed 8 months. Fortunately, my release for first quarter can afford to pay for the 8 months. And what is even strange is his insistence that the dollar rate should be pegged at 15. Just Google 2nd August 2025, whether the dollar rate is 15 cedis. It's somewhere around 10.5 when you are selling, and then when you are buying is 4.9. In the agreement, they quoted 4.45. I don't know where he's getting his 15% from. And he's insisting on harassing virtually everybody. But at least I'm capable of handling these things. I have gotten the class and I'm just on the way. Fortunately for us, an allocation of a new office has been given to us. Just that because of the delay, this thing wouldn't have. We anticipated it, that it will happen because of the series of actions and the things he has been doing. I anticipated that he would do this. And so since last Monday when I moved out, I was in constant contact with the authorities who are supposed to fast track the process of our movement. Just there have been some delay and this thing happens. But thank God, this morning I am just vacating. Yesterday I made an effort. There's a cargo in there. We are packing our things to move out of his premises. And then when we get to the new office, I'll write to notify him of our intent not to continue with this purported agreement. And whatever there is, if we have to maintain his any defect that we identify, we'll make an effort to to repair it for him, and we end it, because I cannot be humiliated every now and then. When he comes, the insult is too much. He calls me a liar, and I don't see why I should lie for anything. I won't, and I will never do such a thing. And it hurts when an old man, grown up, when he comes, he will not even be civilized. You want to engage him in a civilized discussion, he won't even listen to you. He will just be insulting you. There have been an occasion I have to even kneel on my knees to beg him. What kind of life is that?
Alidu, so what's your new location now? Is it still within the Abelinkwe enclave?
No, we are moving to the State Protocol building. That is the former Internal Audit Office at State Protocol. Okay. We are moving in there. That one belongs to the state. And for me, Moraudu, I have a conscience. I will not look in the face of Zongo people and dish out 3 million plus to a landlord. If I have that kind of money, I'll get a land and build a headquarters for Zongo Development Fund. I won't do such a thing. I'm not a reckless person. I have a responsibility. I have a duty of care on the people I have been mandated by His Excellency the President to look at and improve there is too much poverty in Zongo. Why would I, just because of convenience, dish out 3-point-something million? No, not under my watch. I won't do that.
No, Alhaji Haruna, you know, the Zongo Development Fund has always faced challenging, I've always faced financial challenges, or let me say funding challenges. What's the situation now?
Well, the situation has improved. During the Ramadan period, I've been able to reach out to some institutions and, as part of their corporate social responsibility, put up some requests. And some of them favorably responded. So the situation has improved, like the way I inherited it. And that is the reason I was even able to embark on this validation program, because honestly, in fact, Moraudu, there is so much rot that has occurred. Even these rounds that I'm going, I've been detecting something that is worrying. I cannot imagine how a political leader will agree for government money to be used to go and dig a borehole in somebody's house, somebody's compound, and expect government to pay. How?
Really? Okay. Listen, I think that Alaji would have to invite you into the studio to have a one-on-one, because it looks like there are a number of issues that...
I am telling you, what I have detected in this around the few days I have gone out will blow your mind. Wow. It's so reckless that I cannot imagine a leader will agree for such thing to happen.
Okay.
In Ajay Kotoku, we went there and they built a security post on the private property land of an individual and dug a borehole there. Why would you do such a thing?
Unfortunately, time is not our best friend. So that's what I'm saying. We'll invite you into the studio so you can share some of these pieces of information with us. Don't worry. We called you this morning purposely because of this worrying and troubling development that we came across in the papers. Yes.
We are making headway, and an allocation has been given to us. Hopefully by close of day today, we'll go there, and then I will get a notice to him. And whatever line of action. In fact, I am even contemplating going to rent control, because the law does not even allow me to pay. If I wish to pay more than 6 months, I can do that. But it is not within the right of the landlord to demand more than 6 months. That is the law. We are living in a country of law.
Alaji, let me thank you very much for your time. Thank you so very much. That's Alaji Halidu Haruna. He's the Chief Executive Officer of the Zongo Development Fund. We called him up this morning because we saw a story in today's, or we came across a story in today's Daily Guide that says that the head office around the Abilimpe area has actually been locked up by the landlord, apparently because they hadn't paid their rent from last year, August till now. And so the landlord is very upset. And he says he's been trying to engage them to try and look at the way forward, but he's been struggling. That's why he's locked it up. But the Chief Executive Officer says that's not true. And he's given us his own account. We haven't spoken to the landlord yet to get his account of what has happened. Once we get through to him, we'd also speak to him. That's journalism. You speak to left, you speak to right, so that you can get, a more balanced story of what exactly are the issues. So once we get through to the landlord, we'll speak to him as well. We don't have his contact us, unfortunately. We'll try and get it perhaps from Alidu. And if he'll be willing to speak to us, that would be great, so that we can hear his side of the story. All right, so you're watching Good Morning Ghana on Metro Television. My guest has said are seated, and so we'll take a breather. We have to acknowledge the businesses that have made it possible for us to bring you Good Morning Ghana. Otherwise, they'll take their businesses, and when they take, we can't pay salaries and pay our bills. So it's important. So we have a full house here, so stay with us. I'll tell you who they are.
Hello, my friends. My name is Kel Kids Toothpaste.
Wow.
I was made to be gentle on your gum, but protected. I will protect your teeth from cavity, make your teeth whiter, stronger, keep your mouth fresh all day. And best of all, I'm strawberry flavored. So put on a smile and try me.
That's amazing.
Just try me. That's my job.
If you say so, jump on my brush. Makes your teeth stronger, chicky whiter, chicky stronger. Yay! You did it!
I'm glad you like your new toothpaste. Don't forget to brush both day and night.
Kel Kids, happy smile.
Hey buddy, it's me Azar.
Yeah, me now they see. Hey, you don't look fresh. Oh.
Hey.
With your label today, me.
Wait till you see what's inside me.
Azar
freshly made inside and out for greater coverage and colors that last longer and beautify your walls, spaces and places. Azar, no size. Go ahead. Buy now. Azar, #1 from Azar Group since 1921.
Finding the ideal property shouldn't be a daunting task. At MNC Properties, we believe everyone deserves a place to call home. That's why we specialize in providing affordable housing options under our flagship project, Fresh Property Joy. Specifically designed for low and medium income earners. Our range of customizable homes includes 2 and 3 bedroom standard and executive options, all meticulously crafted using innovative interlocking brick technology. We understand the importance of simplicity and convenience in the acquisition process. That's why we have designed our procedures to be straightforward and hassle-free, offering flexible payment options tailored to your individual needs. In addition to our affordable homes, we proudly offer litigation-free lands for sale in vibrant and upscale communities that present the perfect opportunity to build your dream home. We are committed to making affordable housing a reality, providing you with the joy of owning a home that meets your budgets and aspirations. Whether you're looking to buy, rent, or invest, we've got you covered. Our service team is ready to assist you on 030-255-1917. MNC Properties, choice of class.
Wabedum tamaso. Hey, J. Watch it, na learning. Missy, watch and learn. Makwaya besisia. Abozing. Akache say no ya konate and the more drink woman. Hey. But I didn't mean. Oh, sorry. She knew her old days. Eji. Dabio, baby wom. Ready. Hey, baby wom. Ah, Eji. I'll cause some discomfort. Ah. Sorry, well, uncle, where would the dad? Why your funeral?
Say a pessary insecticide GB at a user. Co pharmacy in a shop biamu. Na mum say a pharmacy supermarket and a shop ra. Na repedudu to a cotonwa. On for Royal Dutch and our Aerofield Trading. Effie spray with daimwa. Chansima a dronu and sana a radine. Incratui FDA ajatum.
Hey, Bunty, why you there? What lie tell I today will give you my money.
Oh, my guy, what's up? Oba unze me din na dede baby. Scan on ASA. 500 cedis per. Ah.
Hey, I see. Level don't change. But to show me the way.
But there's some sorry Amanua. Talk to babe.
¿Quieres ganar dinero?
Huh?
Cash.
Yes, cash.
Let me show you the easy way to make money with One Shot. Visit the Wanna Own website at wannaown.us. Sign up with your phone number and get ready to play. Select games on the homepage and then select One Shot game. Deposit to make an entry, then pick a number from 0 to 99. If your number comes up, you win a cool 500 cities.
Hey, so it'll be easy like that.
Just like that.
So I'll go buy my dream car.
Por supuesto. Just visit wannaown.us and win some cool cash prizes.
It's Bemi. Boom!
You be too much. Play responsibly. Gaming can be addictive. Accredited and endorsed by the Gaming Commission of Ghana.
When nations rise, it begins with bold conversations. When economies grow, it is driven by partnership. This April, Ghana's business and policy leaders converge at the Pro-Business Forum 2026, the nation's premier platform for investment, enterprise, and economic transformation, with special guest of honor, His Excellency President John Dramani Mahama, joining captains of industry, financial institutions, investors, and entrepreneurs.
The Pro-Business Forum is more than just an event. It is a call to action. And so let us work together to build a Ghana that is competitive, productive, and inclusive, and a Ghana that creates opportunities for all.
Come, let's engage in high-level dialogue, explore industry exhibitions, build powerful networks, and unlock real opportunities from finance and insurance to manufacturing, agribusiness, SMEs, and innovation. This is where it all happens. From the 3rd to the 5th of April 2026 at the Kwewu Convention Center in Praeso Hills. Go to www.kwewubusinessforum.com and register now. To register for exhibitions, call 059 555 5885 or 059 555 5995. Kwewu Business Forum. Connect, promote, grow.
Kibo Bema is an strong kukra. Jack, the Asia or Kibo village or Bommy market anymore pay. The shit, I could call quite Papa Bia, what the Kibo 100% natural spices. I am so cool. Unia, you bet any Neasashi, Kibo Gary Mixer, any Anino, Asamuma, Abribia, any Debia, or Easter Imu, Kibo village, any Metro TV Jollof Cook Festival, Eddie Adriano, Bremo live, or market anymore. You better know, you better as well Philippine. Kai say, Afi, you Kibo 100% natural spices, and a Kibo Gary soakings, and you the best she is the Adjiani. A better life, Kibo village, or Bobby market anymore. Jabiara, any beer. Let's say every 2nd April to 6th April. Don't miss out. Kibo village, keep the culture, live the moment.
You're watching Good Morning Ghana on the Metro Television. Thank you very much for staying with us. We appreciate you, we value you, we cherish you. My guests, as I said, are seated here. One of them is, I did introduce earlier, that's Mr. Kofi Tonto, who is one of the astute communicators of the New Patriotic Party. He's with us this morning as I was talking about his wardrobe today, and I wanted to know who his fashion designer was. Just when he was about to tell me, I had to speak to Alhaji Halidu Haruna of the Zongo Development Fund about the closure of their office, and now he tells us that they've relocated to a new place, it's a government-owned property, so they're not going to pay rent anymore. Well, for the economics of it, it makes a lot of sense, but I hope that it's befitting enough to be able to house them, for them to do their job. But also joining us is Atai. Atai is a man of many parts. He's an accountant, he's a financial analyst, he's also an economist, but he's also a member of parliament for the good people of Satnarogu constituency. He also used to be the NDC's national treasurer, I believe. Yes, Ataisa. Back in the day, you hear a lot about him, but you hardly see him. You know, and I used to think he was an old man with some grey until I saw him the first time. young, hard-working man. You know, basically that's this morning. Alaji, have you been to Hajj yet?
Yes.
Oh, okay. How many times?
Once.
Oh, okay. Which year?
2023.
Oh, okay, 2023. Oh, mashallah,
Yes.
mashallah. Good to see you. It's been a while.
Yes. The whole of this year I haven't come.
The whole of this year?
Yes.
That's sacrilege.
You people have abandoned me.
That's totally unacceptable.
Yes.
This is totally untenable.
So today, Kofi said I should come.
Yes, and you are here.
So I'm here.
Oh, you mean Kofi to summon you to come?
Yes, he summoned me.
We are powerful.
the finance guy,
yes,
the newest finance face
guru
of the NDC. Now that Atuforsen is out of well, he's still in parliament, but more focused on the ministry.
Right.
So you know,
and he is forcing
no, right now.
But he knows his onions.
Who?
He knows his onions. That's the thing about that.
Who knows it?
He
Oh no, okay. I thought you were talking
but
about
he's forcing.
Forcing where?
Okay. Let me not change the conversation.
The man who had to go and borrow 17 billion to pay wages.
Wages.
Okay.
The man who just introduced a new tax on flights, $100 for international flights.
Is it a new tax?
Of course. It's a new levy that you introduced.
No, just say
$100.
that it took effect because this tax was approved during the budget, the 2026 budget.
Okay.
So
who's the,
let's not repeat it as if. And the objective
approved by who? By which government?
of Ghana.
By which government?
Parliament of Ghana.
By majority Parliament of Ghana.
No,
which
there
is
was
the
no,
today?
It was consensus.
Moro.
I just think that
Every government
introduces
has their business.
Yes.
You introduced a bill, which is now a law. It was your bill, it was your law. How are you now going to make it a parliament law? Of course, parliament passes laws.
Exactly.
But there are people who introduce the laws. There are people who own the laws,
I think
the bill.
You know, I don't think there's anything wrong with accepting that it was passed under
Yes.
the NDC administration. But then for me, you must emphasize more on the why.
He knows the why.
I don't know the why.
You know,
you have to tell me the
So
why.
should I tell you?
Tell us the why.
Okay, so let me explain the why. Fortunately, I'm a board member of the Ghana Airport Company.
I see.
Okay. You see, the objective was that, one, we are trying to promote social equity. We've realized that if you look at the corridors of this country, a lot of, for example, go and look at the airport at Wa, the airstrip at Wa, at Tiegbere. Immediately you are about to depart, you enter the airspace of Burkina Faso, which always creates issues of diplomatic authorization every trip. So the idea was that if you want to expand the Wa airport, it will be difficult for you to expand because the current location of the airport itself, the airspace is connected to that of Burkina Faso. So we needed to do a new airport in order to connect that part of the country to that of the national capital. Because it's only Persian air that can go to Wa because of the runway. Now, Bolga, which is the other part of the country, they do not have any existing facility called an airport. If you go to Sinuani, the existing airport expansion is not possible because of the land size. So government took a decision to do 3 new airports and then make Tamale Airport the air cargo center in West Africa. This infrastructure development is not feasible because, one, if you look at the airport service charge customers pay on hour, do you know they run a non-restrictive pricing regime where we don't determine how they charge by the airlines? Irrespective of if 50,700 today, it can be 3,000 tomorrow, or it can be 2,900 tomorrow. Nobody determines that. Yet, irrespective of the amount of money that they pay, government gets only 5 Ghana cedi out of it.
Oh, how?
Yes. So if you take your ticket, there's APSC green card, green paper attached to your ticket. Check it always. That's the airport service charge, the one that you said they've increased. 5 Ghana cedis. Kofi, an average passenger per flight is 50. So even take Tambali, for example, we run 6 flights in a day. So even take 50 by 6, that's 300 passengers times 5 cedis. How do you even talk about expansion, even paying your operating costs? I will share with you the audited accounts of all the regional airports. They are in negatives because the staff cost does not commiserate with the aviation passenger service charge. So government said these are the critical projects that it wants to execute. And this is a non-subvented entity. They do not get anything from government. It's subvention from government. It's a limited liability company and the government is a shareholder. That led to the introduction of this tax.
Are you done?
So that, okay.
You see, Moro, which tax can I also not sit here and proffer reasons and justifications for it?
Right.
I can sit here and proffer justifications for every single tax. But my brother, the president was in Sunyani recently. He said the big push, we have so much money, a tao. That was the 3 word he used. He said the money. Different. No, why? The big push is infrastructure projects. It can be roads, it can be airports, it can be anything. And the president said in Wa, we have so much money. Was it a tao? Literally stashed. If you are to,
I say it's a non-subvented entity.
Oh,
there is a meaning to the government doesn't dole out money to non-subvented entities.
Why?
Is
why?
it bailout?
If the government wants to invest in airport infrastructure. Why? President Mahama, for example, the Terminal 3, he had to do a syndication through, what's the name? Is it GIF? G-I-I-F? Ghana Infrastructure Fund.
And do you know how it is being paid?
Oh, my brother, it's not about how it's being paid or not. My point is that if the government has interest in building infrastructure, which government has said, we are committing $10 billion towards infrastructure, being it road and other infrastructure. Why? What stops the president from saying that I want to commit $500 million to airport development? When the president has said that the money is there and Atuforcing is signing checks. So, look, you brought these things. I'm sure
your understanding is still not correct. With the non-subverted, that's not how it operates.
What is this thing about non-subverted and all of these things?
Is that there are other ways of funding the infrastructure requirements with the Ghana Airports Company without necessarily taxing the people. That's what you need to explain.
Look, my brother.
Okay, go ahead.
Here's the point.
What's the point?
The bottom line is that airfares are already expensive. And I have had calls to raise alarm on how exorbitant airfares have become, especially local airlines.
Okay.
Now, some of them can go as far as Kumasi round trip, depending on the time you get the ticket. Some of them can go as far as 4,900 for a round trip. That's $500.
Have they explained to you what led to it? That's where I was coming to. That
what led
airlines can increase their fees arbitrarily.
No, you said that. I don't disagree with that.
Please. The bottom line I'm trying to draw your attention to is that I said number one, it's a non-subvented entity, meaning that if you look at their revenue regimes, it is purely from the airport's passenger service charge, which was brought in 1995, and it has since been maintained over the last decades. So the idea is that look at the time of the introduction of the service charge of 5 Ghana cedis, not today. So if you want to remain independent, currently, before this current government came, like I said, I served on that board. Before we came, we realized that there were defaults in terms of even honoring some of the syndicated loans. The Minister of Finance had to introduce a new financing mechanism to provide government guarantees. You don't just come and dole out money to non-subvented entities. If that is the case, then ECG will come and say that, government could have given us the big push money to connect more communities to the national grid. Do you get the point? Government could have, Minister of Education could have also said that give us more money to remove every child from studying under trees. That is not the priority. That's not the way they deal with this issue.
Problem.
I'm just saying that the airlines increase the tickets arbitrarily without any justification. In fact, the last time I came from Tamale, I paid 3,114 Ghana cedis. Just 3 months ago, I used to pay 1,007, 1,008. That double in the price of the ticket. You haven't heard Kofi complain about it, at least to me. I haven't heard him complain.
I've complained about airport fares, airline fares.
So a doubling of the airline as compared to 100 Ghana cedis.
No, I'm saying that. I'm saying that when it comes to the airlines, I and Obi of Asempa, we actually went on an advocacy tangent, calling on even Parliament. I said that Parliament should even call in the CEOs of the company. It's done elsewhere, where the Congress, for example, will call in CEOs of airline companies and interrogate them. I raised that issue because I agree with you that a ticket that used to be 1,500, 1,600, at most 1,009.
Yes.
Now that same ticket can go as far as 4,009. And we are sitting there in the name of a free market. I don't think it's fair to consumers. That airlines can just do anything they want. I mean, look, with this new charge, it's adding 100 cedis to domestic flights and $100 to international flights.
$50.
Isn't it? For
$50 for
round
international.
trip.
No, but you don't do round trip. The charge is on the ticket.
But the stories from city and everything is saying
forget about the story.
So no, then you have no.
I'm just providing you the information.
No, I'm saying that you have to correct the media houses because I don't work
I don't need
at
to
Ghana
correct
Airport.
it. I don't need
Why
to correct
not?
it.
Why
I don't
not?
need to correct
Okay.
it because we are charging it per ticket.
Okay.
And they are doing it if you are going to, on a round way.
Okay.
So that is not.
Okay. So I said $100 per round
So,
trip. So
but
it's
it
okay.
must reflect that it is $50 per ticket.
Okay.
Yeah, people might
But
not
ticket can
understand.
be round trip.
No, people might not understand the meaning of round way.
No.
And take it. No.
No. Is 50 for a return trip or 100 for a return trip?
100
for a return trip.
Yes.
So
that's what I'm
just
saying.
1 week.
Yes.
So if you don't communicate it properly that it is $50 one way.
Yeah, 1 way.
Somebody, if the way he has mentioned it, somebody can take it to town that government has increased the ticket of international airlines by $100.
Yes. I agree with you.
So that's what I'm saying. That you are saying that you and I are saying the same thing, but the context matter here.
Okay.
And I'm not communicating to you.
I'm not saying government has increased airfare because government doesn't determine the airfare. Government has added a tax line of $100 per ticket round trip. Most people
round trip.
do round trip. So 100 is a ticket. It's going to be a line.
Yeah.
So when you purchase your ticket and you look at the itemized item, you see $100. How are you going to call it? GAL levy. AIGC levy.
Okay.
AIGC.
So,
Airport Infrastructure Development Charge.
So,
gentlemen, let's make progress.
Let's make progress.
Remember, today we're ending at 9:30 because we have.
Really?
Yes, we have schools homecoming. Which is a regular feature
you were making us
until further notice. So let's. So it's going to be just a one-topic discussion of formal indication. So it's about, you mentioned big push, and we all know the issues that have come up with the big push. The fourth estate's publication about the big push and their own analysis of what they make of how the contracts were awarded, and the president's reaction or response to the fourth estate's publication. He's asked them to bring him the full report. He's also asked the Roads Ministry to respond to some of the issues that have been raised by the fourth estate. And if you look at today's Ghana Web, it says President John Dramani Mahama has ordered an investigation into the unmerited sole sourcing allegations in the award of road contracts by the Ministry of Roads and Highways, led by Kwame Govins Abuja. Now, he was speaking at an event dubbed the Presidential Dialogue with Civil Society Organizations on Monday, March 30, 2026. The president is indicating that the full details of the investigations by the fourth estate, where the allegations were made, should be presented to his office. He adds that he has instructed the Ministry of Roads and Highways to answer all the allegations made in the report. And he says that the investigations by the fourth estate indicated that the Ministry of Roads and Highways awarded 81 sole source contracts worth over 73 billion cedis in 7 months. Now, Ata Issa is here, and also Kofi Tonto is here. It appears that despite the explanations by the Roads Ministry, the Roads Minister, and also the Deputy Al-Hassan Suini, who was on another platform, it appears that a minority is not, and of course the fourth estate are not convinced. They say they are not sold on the explanations that have been given so far. Kofi, what do you think has been missing in the explanations that the government has given so far on this big push matter? Well, what do you think you still are not convinced
Issa brought some
about?
documents. Maybe he has some special information he wants
Just
to
the government has
so
made.
maybe
We have already informed you about everything.
Issa should tell us that he's turned into
I want us to,
he's turned the show into an accounting show. Look at all the documents he's brought.
I want you to, you know what? I want you to, so this good is here. I want you to raise the critical issues and let's get a response from him.
No, for me, I think it's a question of credibility. It's a question of value for money. I don't know if it's even worth it enumerating all these things. I've had the chance to discuss it several times. But the point is, President Kufuor, in his wisdom, came up with the Procurement Act, largely to guide us on how government goes into contracts and procurement-related issues. And when you look at our procurement, there are 3 things that really stand out. One is sole sourcing, restrictive tendering, and then competitive tendering. These are all legal under the Procurement Act, and we all know it. So anytime a government decides to use any of the procurement methods, it is allowed. But then Issa and his party in opposition took a position that one leg of the procurement processes forms a basis or the bedrock for corruption, and that Akufo-Addo and his government have decided to leverage sole sourcing as a means to steal money. President Mahama, then as candidate, had cause to raise alarm several times on the basis that government contracts naturally, inherently, are inflated once they are sole sourced. Emphasis on inherently. Once they are sole sourced, is the bedrock or the conduit for corruption. No two ways about it. They didn't give us any caveats. They made it clear that any form of sole sourcing was a form of corruption. In fact, President Mahama therefore went ahead and said, when he becomes a president, he's going to make sure that sole sourcing is a rare exception. He used two adjectives, rare, exception, defining how the aggression with which he was going to tackle the menace they call sole sourcing. So it's going to be rare, it's going to be an exception. Then governs Kwame Abuja, who is now the minister, on June or July 18th, 2021, held a press conference that the Akufo-Addo's government was stealing, and that in the final analysis, he thinks the reason why we are unable to construct a lot of roads is because we have turned our eyes to sole sourcing, and everything we do is sole sourcing, and the sole sourcing forms the basis for why we cannot construct enough roads. Then Sami Jenfi also came and said, look, sole sourcing is the avenue for Akufo-Addo and Bawumia to steal. So Okujeto then came in and said, look, because sole sourcing is so bad, and it forms the fulcrum for why or how a government steals money, we are going to cut it out to the point that only emergencies, emphasis on only emergencies. So they mounted an argument that sole sourcing in its inherent sense is bad, and it is the avenue for corruption. So one would have expected that something that is bad, something that forms the basis for corruption, cannot therefore become the norm in your government. That is the first argument, the first leg of the argument. Now they are telling us, oh, but sole sourcing is not illegal. Of course, nobody said sole sourcing is illegal. But you created the impression that even though it's legal and it can be done, it serves as the bedrock for corruption. So what changed? What changed? That is number one. Number two, when you look at some of the contracts and the value attached to some of the contracts, it is astronomical. Look, let me also then go into this. When you come to Ghana and our road builds or road constructions, there are different types of road builds that we have. We have feeder roads, which are largely bitumen surfacing. We have trunk roads. Trunk roads are usually either a double carriage or a single carriage road that traverses multiple districts and constituencies. Then we have urban roads, which is the roads that we have within our inner cities. Then we have the highways. And in a rare instance, we have concrete, like the Tema motorway. They are not priced the same. Each build or built is priced differently. For example, feeder roads are largely bitumen surfacing. They are usually built in the rural areas, etc. So the durability and the quality is not the same as a highway or the same as a trunk road, specific trunk roads, or even a concrete road. And so when you look at the road mixture, feeder road forms the cheapest amongst them. But then, in our time, and I have the documents here, the Kwame Abuja, the same person, raised queries that we were spending so much money per kilometer. The Akufo-Addo government was spending as much as $2 million per kilometer for roads. So Akufo-Addo had to, not Akufo-Addo, the minister then, what's his name? Amakwata.
Yes.
Had to release a statement to explain that, look, for all the constructions we have done and for all the various builds we have done, we haven't had a single road costing $2 million. And I have the write-up here. They released it to media houses. Okay. That there's not a single road constructed at $2 million per kilometer. I'll look for the story. Then this government comes in. The very government, the very individual who criticized Akufo-Addo for inflating contracts, this same individual now is awarding feeder roads, emphasis on feeder roads, not highways, which is asphaltic surfacing, not concrete roads or anything. Feeder roads. He's awarding feeder roads, some to the tune of $2.2 million a kilometer. We have some feeder roads that are.
These are all the projects, so you can be specific to them.
No. I have the contracts here. Don't worry. Okay, when you are speaking, I can read. Bring all the contracts up. It's not a problem. All right. Except that. But I'll bring them up when I'm speaking. So some contracts as much as $2 million.
Yeah.
So the question is, one, what happened to the logic that sole sourcing is the conduit for corruption? Two, why is there the suggestion or the impression of inflated contracts under your government? Then also the question of how much has been earmarked for, and how fast the contracts were signed, etc. So, for example, in 7 months, per the fourth estate, $7 billion, which is about 73 billion Ghana cedis, about roughly $7 billion. The amount of contracts that have been single sourced in less than a year. So it raises a lot of questions. And for me and for the MPP, it is very obvious that this has become the avenue for this government.
Out of the $7 billion, does that include what was also inherited by the government? Or this is just this is just new contracts.
So from what the fourth estate is telling us, these are contracts they signed within the year 2025.
Okay.
Then Kwame Abuja comes in and now reclassifies the big push and calls some of them old big push. That was the first time we were hearing of that term. And he is now saying, oh, there are some 23 contracts that falls under old big push. And then the remaining are new big push. But then Suleiman Brahma has come out and said, look, you gave us the documents. And the documents you gave us, by the way, do you know that the fourth estate is now alleging that the ministry has gone on their website and deleting information? I'm sure you've heard it.
Yes, I have.
And the ministry has been 3 days now. They've not come out to deny it. That the information the ministry put on their website, the ministry has now gone on their website and deleting information. And we've had a cybersecurity expert who has gone on the website and done a write-up based on his analysis on what has happened on the website, Richard Appel. He's also written extensively about what the government has done on the website. Essentially, government is tampering with evidence. It's been 3 to 4 days, and the ministry has not come out to challenge any of them, neither fourth estate or the cybersecurity expert. So clearly, everything shows that the ministry under Kwame Abuja have created or are currently using sole sourcing as the conduit to steal. And I can give you several examples of inflated feeder road contracts. Inflated, some as far as $2.2 million
Please
a kilometer.
show that.
I have it here. I'll show it.
How did you arrive at the inflated figure?
You see,
or the inflated figure.
You see, the figures are arrived largely by looking at the contract sum.
Okay.
And then you look at the number of kilometers. But it's not loosely done because you can't, every road come with its scope. So you can't loosely do the arithmetic by dividing, but it is done. That's the same thing Kwame Abuja did. The reason is that even though the scope may be different, there are what we call upper limits per kilometer. And then, of course, there are instances where it involves, let's say, interchange or overpass or all of these things. But when you look at feeder roads, as I told you, feeder roads have limitations. For example, you will not see an interchange on a feeder road. You get what I'm saying? It's in a rural area. So you will not see, so even though the scope may change, the scope may not change to the extent that an average feeder road that should cost, let's say, $500,000 a kilometer will go to $2.2 million. So when an average cost of $500,000 shoots up to $2.2 million, it is questionable because feeder road, irrespective of its scope, has some limitations. So you cannot come and tell me that you've done bitumen surface in Sapitin and all of a sudden, because of the scope, that Sapitin goes to $2.2 million. So I get the logic. I get the logic that scopes matter. But it also matters that scopes have limitation depending on the type of road you are building. It remains a fact. And I'll give you this one, for example.
Thank you. We want the 2.2 million.
I'll give it to you. Don't worry.
Thank you.
Upgrading of Tadometo, Palimi. Todome.
And to Parliament.
Parliament.
Yes. Todome.
Yeah, to Parliament.
To Parliament, yes.
So it's captured under the Big Push project. And it says 300,294,000. And it's looking at 24 kilometers. So you do the arithmetic that I told you about.
So do it and let's see.
It comes to about 12.4 million Ghana cedis, which is roughly about $1.4 million a kilometer.
So you say we are going down.
No, I'll give you the 600 million.
The 2.2 million
the 600 million.
Feeder road.
Yeah, I'll give it to you. The government of Ghana, the Republic of Ghana, the Ministry of Roads and Highways, between, I don't want to mention the company's name.
Why not? It's a public document.
Okay, it says Mrs. Ultra Nexus Limited. And it's saying that rehabilitation of Asikuma to Anyurasi Road. It is 23 kilometers.
Asikuma to
Anyurawasi.
Yes.
23 kilometers. And it is costing the government of Ghana 634 million Ghana cedis. So the total kilometer is about 23 kilometers. So
where is the feeder road there? Where is this stated that it's a feeder road?
Oh, but I can go through the...
Go through it.
No problem.
Go through it.
I can go
They are not reading, these people. So
no,
go through it.
No problem.
Go through it. Go through that contract.
But you have the contract.
So I am having it. That's why I'm asking you to read it yourself.
No.
Read it.
If you have it, you read it and tell us.
Oh.
I am telling you that this is the contract.
No, it's a whole contract. You have the whole contract.
Okay,
so read the scope. Hold
on. I can even read the 20 pages if you want me to read it.
No, there is a scope column. Go to the scope.
Please, can I talk? You have the contract. I have told you.
You'll be exposed.
So you can tell us that this is not a feeder road. The bottom line is that give us the evidence why it is an asphaltic overlay and why it should cost $2.2 million.
You should show that the $2.2 million.
But I just told you that it's 634 million divided by 23. I've just told you.
Oh, so that's your 2.
But I just explained it to you.
But Kofi, you also agree that in arriving on the amounts that should ordinarily, be spent on a certain type of road, you must be very clear in your mind what type of road we're talking about. whether it's feeder, whether it's asphalt overlay, whether it's a major road and so on. Do you disagree with that?
I don't disagree. In fact, that's what I said.
Yes.
And that's why I took the time to give you the different types of roads and the different type of bills.
Right.
And I also said to you, even under us, we didn't have even feeder roads going as high as 2.2 million. And I have that also here.
Yes, I get it. But I'm saying that before you raise that argument, you should have been clear in your mind that, look, this particular road project, which is costing X, is actually a feeder road. You have evidence that it's feeder roads.
He doesn't have that.
Why, for instance, it must not go beyond a certain threshold.
But I gave you.
No, you haven't.
You know, all this while I'm trying to ask you whether, are you sure, say, a feeder
No,
road?
no. You see, here's the thing. I am giving you, I gave you an example of, what's the name? I just lost my example. Let me bring it up. I just gave you an example of a feeder road that cost 1.12 million.
Okay.
And I'm giving you another example. So
under,
if he
under the MPP.
No. These are all new contracts.
Oh, new contracts. Okay.
I'm giving you example of contracts that they have signed.
And you're sure it's feeder roads?
Oh, I mean, if it's not, I have it here. I can read it to you.
Thank you. We are waiting for that one.
So when he's talking, I can read it to you. I can go through the drawings.
Well,
It's not a problem.
Okay.
So these are some of the contracts that are there.
Okay.
So when I'm going through, I can give it to him. So the point is this: whether feeder road, whether asphaltic overlay, whether bitumen surfacing, there are price markups.
Yes.
And the highest it can go.
Yes.
And I am telling you that under our government, even asphaltic overlay, what the minister put out didn't go as high as $2 million.
Okay. So
if they have evidence of contrary, they should present it.
That's fine.
All right.
Yeah. So I think that Atta, you are in perhaps a better position.
Yes, you should tell us.
To tell us the range or the category of roads under discussion and why they must cost X or Y.
Exactly.
Because I think that's what, for me, that's the bone of contention.
Exactly.
Because until we're able to tell whether this is asphalt overlay, whether it's feeder roads, whether it's a highway, blah, 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 the justification of the amount attached to the project will always be a bone of contention between the two of you. So which is which?
Okay. So thank you for the opportunity. In fact, this is the first time I'm going to comment on the whole big push conversation. So I need some small time to deal with the matter.
That's fine.
The second issue, let me also thank the president for what he did 2 days ago. It was extraordinary to promote good governance and transparent administration by saying that Port Estate should come with their investigation and then the ministry should also appropriately respond to those issues. But I can tell you, this was overhyped and unnecessary just to divert the attention of the people from the current good news that we are getting on the UN front. But dealing with the substance here, I have always maintained that the best way to defeat an MPP person is restricting them to the truth. There is no feeder road anywhere in Ghana that is costing $2.2 million per kilometer. And I think we should stop this. It is not when we do these things, that's when we will be elected. Let's be fair to the truth. Be fidelity to the truth. Now let me take it one after the other. A simple search would have just told us that global benchmark for new paved roads, without even going through any of this contract, you can just check it online. The global world benchmark, typical cost range per kilometers. One new paved road construction between $142,000 to $1.8 million. Just a paved road. I've given you the title, World Benchmark, Typical Cost Range per Kilometer, using the global database such as the Road Cost Knowledge System. They are telling you that a paved road alone is costing between $142,000 to $1.8 million per kilometer.
So define paved road.
So what's a paved road?
A paved, when a road is paved, a bitumen road is not paved.
Right.
These are access roads to hinterlands, to farms, and all those things. And they are telling you that some can cost as low as 142,000, depending upon the look. So that I'll come to the factors that determines this cost.
Right.
Then rehabilitation of a road can cost between $45,000 to $7 million. And that is why you shouldn't be surprised when they tell you the property interchange is called rehabilitation. The contract itself is called rehabilitation.
Yeah.
But an ordinary meaning of rehabilitation would have meant just the same road being rehabilitated. But you and I know that when the contract was executed, it is 10 times more than it was in the before the interchanges sprang up. Is that not the truth? So rehabilitation can cost between $45,000 to $7 million per kilometer. Now let me come to this misconception that the NDC in opposition said sole sourcing was an avenue for corruption. President Mahama, the Minister of Roads, and the rest said the MPP was engaged in sole sourcing as a means to flee the resources of this country. This was not what the NDC was saying. This was what the Auditor General was saying. And if you are making references to the Auditor General's reports, I think it is not your word, but the official correspondences from a state institution that we all use. Let me give you this example, and you can go through, you can let your people check.
You go ahead.
There was performance audit report on the construction of cocoa rows, CRIP 11, published by the Ghana Audit Service. I'll give you the page numbers, and the document is performance audit report on the construction of cocoa rows, into bracket CRIP 11, published by the Ghana Audit Service. And it covers the period 2016 to 2021. This report, look at it, Moro. The core findings of the report. 87% of cocoa rows were awarded through non-competitive procurement methods, sole sources through restricted tendering. This was the findings of the Auditor General report on cocoa rows. So we were saying that if you are awarding 87% of cocoa rows on sole source, that was not even the only crime, because it was not enough to use the argument of sole sourcing alone to say that that was corruption. Let's proceed and see what the Auditor General said in his report. Moro, if you come to procurement irregularities, that is on page 25 to 35, it states sole source dominance, sole sourcing dominance. Majority of the contracts did not follow competitive tender. They used sole sourcing and restricted tendering without justification. Emphasis my word here, without justification.
And this is the Auditor General's report?
Yes, the title is Performance Audit Report on Construction of Cocoa Rows.
Okay.
And then page 25 to 32, they are saying that 87% of all cocoa rows in that period were awarded on sole sourcing and without justification. Now let's proceed and see what they said again. Lack of justification of sole source, page 28 to 31. They said many of those contracts on the cocoa road had no documented approval. Page 28 to 31. Anybody watching us, you go through, it's online. Page 28 to 31 said that many of the contracts under the cocoa rows did not have any documented approval. This is different from the situation we are seeing now. And I will demonstrate that to you with time. Then the second thing also was that they lacked the Public Procurement Authority justification records. Many of the cocoa rows that was awarded did not go through PPA. Yes, you gave it to somebody to do the work. One, there was no approval. And then two, PPA didn't have records. So how did they approve the single source? It is found on page 28 to 31. In fact, in the 2024 audited report of Ghana Cocoa Board, they spent in excess to 4 billion Ghana cedis outside even board approval in terms of cocoa rows. And this is evidenced even by the Auditor General. Number three, contract inflation risk. On page 32 to 36, then that's where they said that non-competitive price, we discovered weak price discovery mechanisms introduced in the contracts. That is what the Auditor General is saying. Then, no benchmark pricing was used. And then the high fiscal risk to Cocoa Board. Concentration of contracts. On page 33 to 37, multiple contracts awarded to same firms. So you see the hypocrisy here. When several lots of a project is given to one, they raise issue on it. But the Auditor General is saying that the concentration of contract was around few contractors. Multiple contracts were awarded to same firms. Weak procurement planning on page 20 to 24. Contracts awarded before, contracts awarded before feasibility valuations. So before a feasibility is done on the contract, it is already awarded. Funding certainty. There is no dedicated source of funding. Unlike we are saying that there is money for a big push, and you are now saying we should buy it to do airport. You didn't have dedicated source of funding for any of your road projects. And that's why there's so much debt in the road ministry. They are saying that contracts were awarded before funding certainty, and they were awarded before feasibility valuation. Timelines, time dimension. Although the audit spans 2016 to 2021, listen to this. Under President Akufo-Addo, 2017 to 2021, cocoa rows were suspended in 2017 for audits, later resumed. Now, sole sourcing persisted subsequently into 2021. Sole sourcing after 2017, when they came, you remember they suspended all cocoa rows projects for audits. Immediately after the audit, sole sourcing persisted till 2021, according to this report. In fact, this report was published in 2021. Now, why am I saying all these things? I'm saying this to buttress the point that the difference between what we said and what is happening now is that the Auditor General found sole sourcing under these circumstances to be inflating costs and fleeing the resources of this country. That is why you saw that even in the special audit that is done by the Ministry of Finance, you can see multiple contracts payments to one IPC. That is why it is possible, because you award contract without even knowing the source of funding. So the person takes it to GOG or takes it to road fund for payment. Now, what is the contrast between that and now? If you look at the current dispensation, when we first took office, everybody knows the critical nature of our road network. President Akufo-Addo, at a point, made a joke that he wonders why the roads are where Mahama said he has finished all the roads. When he's driving on the roads, he doesn't see them. I don't know if you remember that statement.
And then he made a joke that Mahama said he's been sleeping when he
moves
around. That's why he can't see the roads that have been built.
So what the minister did was that he took inventory. Unlike always making sure that when you win power, you suspend all the rules. The first statement Honorable Kwame Agboja made during his vetting was that he urges all contractors to go back to site. He has been consistent on it that go back to site. He traveled around the country in 7 months. In fact, he came to my constituency. He came to Tamale. That is what ushered in the Tamale Third Outer Ring Road.
He traveled to your constituency?
Yes.
He spent 7 months before awarding contracts. I'm just trying to understand.
What he did was that for the first time in our history, under the road ministry, road contracting designs are not done by the consultants or the contractor firms.
Okay.
Unlike the previous regime. Sometimes it lacks capacity. No, so this is what used to happen.
Like what previous regime?
No, let me tell you what used to happen.
You just said for the first time.
It's the first time. For the first time.
So it means that all past regimes had a way of doing it.
So
don't make it as if, even if it is true, as if Akufo-Addo's time was when.
Oh no, but I'm just trying to energize the importance of getting a minister like Abuja.
No problem. Go ahead.
I'm saying that in the past,
the practice that exists.
Employers' requirement was that we need these kilometers of roads.
Yes.
And we need bridges.
Yes.
We need drainage systems. Then we give it to a consultant. Then the consultant comes with the costing with the contractor, and we give it to the contractor. That was what used to happen. Now, they have developed capacities of the engineers at the feeder roads, the urban roads, and the road fund to make sure that, one, all designs of any road in Ghana is done by the Ministry of Roads and Highways.
Okay.
2, all designs is done by the Ministry of Roads and Highways. And 3, the costing is done by the Ministry of Roads and Highways. So a contractor doesn't come to give you the cost. And I can give you plenty.
What has that got to
if
do
the
with
contractor
anything?
comes to give the cost in conjunction with the how do you call it, the architect?
Yes.
Was it the architect? What then typically will happen is that would then feed into the cost of the contract.
Exactly. So let me give you an example. You know, in competitive tender,
yes,
after you give them the employer's requirements,
yes,
contractors go and cost their things and now come to the entity tender to justify.
Yes.
Then you use the cost as a basis to reject some, or use capacity as a basis to reject. Is that not how it is done? This time now, the ministry has benchmark prices that for a feeder road with this number of requirements that we need, this is how much you cost. So every contractor coming should demonstrate that you can work within that budget.
Okay.
Moro, that is not easy. I even have a document here. Okay. Remember, I was trying to search for it.
Yes.
When you
okay, you have the 2.2 kilometers.
But the benchmarking and everything has always been there, where the ministry issued a statement explaining how much they even charge for surfacing, bitumen, all of these things.
So read it. I'll give you 1 minute. Read it.
Okay,
here
is it?
Read it.
So the document is called.
It's voluminous.
It's 6 pages. It says clarity on
healthy.
No,
then if it is 6 pages, let me proceed.
You don't want me to read?
No. Oh, you said 6 pages. If you know the specific page, you can go and read.
Reading the whole 6 pages.
So which one are you?
I was reading just a section.
Okay.
It says, Ministry of Roads and Highways, clarity on healthy public interest in road sector discussions. So the ministry issued a statement to the public.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah.
So don't. I have something to add more. Then when you get
then no problem.
So Moro,
yes,
I'm saying that now in a competitive tender situation, contractors and consultants would have been asked to submit prices of projects based on the employer's requirement. Then the ministry will use various mechanisms to determine how to select the winner. Now the prices are known. You come and do it according to the price given by the minister. The second novelty that is done by this minister is lack of mobilization. People must be able to demonstrate capacity. So in the past, the mantra was that, the convention was that 50% mobilization is given to a contractor to go to site. Then when you prepare an IPC, then they give you money to go back to site. This is different. That is how come we're able to give somebody $29 million on the Savlubu Wale Wale Road to flee this country. Now, payments are only made on IPC's race and what satisfies the Department of Urban Roads or Feeder Roads. So if you come and collect a contract, you are not given anything. You are only paid for work done. And all costing that you see on this big push program are cost satisfied by the Institute of Surveyors, Ghana. Now, this is what President Mahama said. I heard Suleiman Abrema saying that President Mahama in 2025 State of the Nation and 2026 State of the Nation said he will ban sole sourcing. How do you ban sole sourcing, which is in the law, without coming to Parliament to repeal that portion of the PPA? Now, this is what President Mahama said. And anybody who is watching, my brother is also here, and any of our viewers can go to the State of the Nation's address done by President Mahama. These are the words of President Mahama. President Mahama stated he will minimize sole source procurement to encourage competitive bidding and enhance public transparency. Minimize. Now, if you have a total ministry project for 2025 alone to be about 539 contracts, the total road contracts approved by this minister, about 539. And you use...
Since he assumed office?
Yes.
539?
Yes. Now,
how many of it has been sole sourced?
Sole source out of it has been 81.
Out of the 539?
Out of it.
Oh.
Then we had...
And what percentage is that?
I'm coming to...
No, what percentage is that?
You mean out of 500?
You see, that is very dangerous.
Okay,
you said 581.
581 projects.
And 81.
539.
39 projects. Okay.
And 81
sole source.
Only 81.
Only 81. Okay. Then we have those that are old projects. In this number has MPP ongoing projects of 23.
Out of the 81?
Yes.
23 of it was inherited from the
MPP. Then we have the rest. In fact, so we have 400 that were all done through competitive tender. 400 projects.
Out of the 539?
Yes, 400 was done through open competitive tender. 400.
But why are we finding out now?
No, it has been advertised. And if you...
Where is the evidence? Give us
evidence
the
of the adverts.
Of the 400
and contracts that were competitive.
There's something that has been...
Give us the evidence.
Go to the ministry's website right now.
Which
No, but I'm the one speaking. Go to the ministry. Go to the ministry.
A minister has addressed the country on this issue and to date has not offered us a single evidence.
There is no need to offer you where you can easily go and check.
The website that I just told you,
it's
been tampered with.
So you don't trust.
But how can I trust the website?
So if you go to that website today, you saw 400 contracts being given.
I just told you that the fourth estate has come out to say that they've tampered with the website.
So you don't trust the website?
I just told you that a cybersecurity expert has also given evidence.
Don't let him. Over 400 projects have been done through open competitive tender.
Fact.
400 and what?
400 projects.
Out of the 339.
Yes, and one contract I know is in my constituency, the rehabilitation of the Sanaro Road Phase 3, 6.63 kilometers is there. Fact. But you see, you cannot wake up someone who pretends to be sleeping.
Oh, he's spoken for too long.
No, I beg you. I beg you. I beg you. I beg you. Now, I beg you. I beg
15 minutes.
I beg you.
He's done.
I beg you.
18. So yes.
I'll be down soon.
I'll let you. I'll give you the last 5 minutes.
Yes.
I'll give you the last 5 minutes.
Moro, this document is from the World Bank infrastructure data set for 40 countries. And they are saying that the cost of constructing 1 kilometer road varies from place to place because of several factors. It's a mixed price condition on the ground, make a big difference. The variation system stems from the following. You can just check it, the road infrastructure data report on the World Bank website for 40 African countries. They did these factors that accounts for our variations in the price of kilometers. The terrain and the geography of the road. Flat lands is much cheaper to build on than a hilly, rocky, and swampy areas. Areas with poor soil may need extra work, like soil stabilization or deep foundation. 2, type and quality of road you need. A simple gravel costs far less than a paved asphalt or concrete road. Highways with multiple drains, linkages, sidewalks, lighting, and all those will cost more. Material availability, drainage utilities, water, and climate. So I'm saying that to just use this type of division is not fair. To just take the total contract sum over the number of kilometers. And I'll give you an example. Moro, if you are doing 10 kilometers in his constituency and 10 kilometers in your constituency, he has 2 lanes, you have 4 lanes. They are all 10 kilometers, but will they cost the same thing with the number of lanes? So to just say that,
of course not. But I said that
no,
already.
You don't know, because if you know,
I said that
if
already.
you know, you won't just pick the cost of total cost of a road and divide by the number of.
No, I told you already.
Now,
okay, you go ahead.
He talked about I'm having this document and I'm mentioning the communities to your hearing, and to the hearing of everybody. He said NDC did contracts per kilometers that are over $12 million, $1.2 million. Is that not?
Yes. If I said 2.2.
Let me just...
Yes, 2.2 for one specific one. Some were 1.2.
Okay.
There are different prices.
Now, let me just give you a few of them because of time. Let me just give you a few of them. KMA. District is KMA. I'm coming, I beg you.
Okay.
Surfacing dressing.
What is the source of your document? I don't even know the source of...
This is Departments of Rules.
You go and print a sheet and put Department of Roads on it, and I'm supposed to believe this is a document.
You are now becoming uncomfortable. Don't worry.
No, what are you talking about?
You'll be fine.
How is this a source of document?
You'll be fine.
Tomorrow you should check in.
Today
how is this a source of document?
You'll be fine.
Questioning the source of all his documents.
Meanwhile, he has read a lot of things on his phone. Oh.
And I told you.
I will give you this one. You can go and give to our partner to confirm.
You see, he keeps telling you that these are documents he got
from the road ministry.
You
can always verify.
So
I'll give it to you.
What should typically happen?
From the road ministry.
Road ministry, yes.
Okay.
Also, road ministry, Department of Federal Roads.
So I think that Kofi.
No, he typed it.
Me? How can you call this typing? How can you call this typing?
Go ahead.
Please be careful. Okay. Now look at this. KMA. Surface dressing. That's the activity. Surface dressing. Road/bridge name. Addendum number 1. Upgrading on Kote to Kote to Sewa Feeder Road, 3.3 kilometers, and Kreta access 5.62 kilometers to 9.12. That's it, 9.12 kilometers. Moro.
Yes.
To do a surface dressing in Ashanti region for 9.12 kilometers. The date of the award was on 15th November 2024. The revised contract sum is 238,941,141.1 Ghana cedis. When you do the layman division here he has been doing, you'll be getting 26 million Ghana cedis.
Okay, Moro.
So should we go by this argument?
Moro, this is funny.
No,
please. You know why this is funny?
No, I'll give you the time.
No, you give me.
I'll give you
So Moro, I have 2 more.
I'll give you time.
He said NDC is doing feeder roads for 2.2 million. Is that not what?
Yes, that's what he said.
So let's even grant, even though there's nothing like that, let's even grant him. But do you know surface dressing? That's the true word he used. Yes. Moro, can you tell me the true word again? The one he said.
Sapete.
Sapete.
Yes.
This is the sapete proper,
yes.
surface dressing. And it's costing us 26.1 million Ghana cedis per kilometer.
When was this?
This was awarded on 15th October 2024.
Sapete.
Sapete.
For 26
surface
million.
dressing is here. And I'm mentioning the community name. The second one.
No, hold on. Is it stated that it's surface
dressing is here?
Yes, I can see that.
Surface dressing.
26 million.
26 point. No, let me mention the full cost. 26,199,686.52 million.
Okay.
Now look at Manso Adobia. Surface dressing.
All right.
Upgrading of Kumpesi to Tonto Chrome Feeder Road. Okay. 17.65 kilometers road.
All right.
Awarded on this. Hey, it looks like all the days that was awarded on 15th November were really. And that one was 307 million.
Okay.
And the
unit cost was you've given us enough.
17. Now, my final point is on this one.
Do this in just 1 minute. So
1 minute.
I can give the 6 minutes to him to respond.
1 minute.
Yes, just 1 minute.
There's
so
also
that
this.
Square up.
There's always this ignorance to suggest that because of a company has a 1 worker or 4 worker, it means that that contract was awarded on criminal basis or so cronyism or something, lack of capacity. Look, anybody can type in Bureau of Labor Statistics, issues in labor statistics, current trends in employment construction, Bureau of Labor Statistics, October 5th, 2007, this document. And this is it. Road construction firms often have smaller labor force numbers on their, you can take it and download the report. Road construction firms often tend to have smaller labor force on their official registration documents. It's a standard practice everywhere. It doesn't reflect the actual number of people working on projects. Most construction firms keep small permanent workforce, engineers, managers, admin staff on their books. Okay. The bulk of labor force, machines operators, is hired temporarily because they are not counted as full-time workers.
All right.
Road construction is typically broken into earthwork, asphalting, drainage, and markings. Firms often contract these to smaller specialized firms. Those workers belong to the subcontractors and not the main contractor.
I guess that you've
maintaining a large workforce means salaries year-bound, benefits, insurance, and pension.
I think you've made your point.
So my point is.
So let me give the let me give the rest of the time.
Give to him.
I was hoping that
you've made all your points.
I was hoping that you offer evidence contrary to what I said.
Okay.
What he has done is to come here and tell us that this document, and the document says Department of Feeder Roads, Ashanti Region, project status report for January 2025. Then the very thing he accuses me of, that I'm doing basic arithmetic by dividing the number of kilometers by contract sum.
Yes.
He has done the same on this document.
To just point to you.
No, you are bringing this as evidence of inflated cost. Is that not it?
True.
You brought this here as evidence of
Have
inflated
I brought it as evidence of inflated
Well,
cost?
that's what you did.
Is that what I said?
That's what you did.
I said to do that layman analysis.
Do what layman analysis?
It means that you have more roads costing per kilometer more than what you said you were.
No,
I was just based on what you are saying.
No, he didn't know what I was going to say.
But you said it.
Please hold on.
Oh, but we've heard from Suleiman.
Okay, let's.
I'm responding to all of you.
He didn't know what I was going to say today. He brought this document here today, and they have been sharing it. Jifa Bunu, Ahmed, they have all been sharing it on Facebook and tagging me that we did it at an expensive price. This is what you have been
Talk
doing.
about me.
Please.
Don't
please.
talk about
Why?
anybody.
Why did you bring it here? So the evidence they are putting across is taking the same accusation they are making against us. They are taking kilometers and dividing it by...
Hey, somebody should just do the calculation. 104.
What are you talking about?
No,
100 and what?
No.
Look at this road is that?
Region.
What road is this?
This is 140 million.
140 million euros.
And design and construction from interchange and ancillary waste.
Yes. You are making let me go on my point. So this one is bogus. Before I accepted that this one is bogus.
Who has accepted that?
Now let me please.
Running away from truth.
Now let me read it to you. The document what's his name? Amakwata put out.
Amakwata.
Section D, cost of kilometer per road. For the avoidance of doubt, no road project has been constructed under Nana Addo Akufo-Addo's government that cost $2 million per kilometer.
But I've just given you one.
And I'm telling you, this is bogus. This is a lie.
Can you let Amakwata confirm these figures or not?
This is an official letter from the ministry. This is an official document from the ministry. And it says that it's a lie. And then it goes on to explain. Please, let me finish.
Moro.
Let me finish.
Marapoma Enterprise.
Okay.
Wait. I beg you. 346 million.
I will explain it.
Explain what?
Give it to him. Let me finish. So, Moro, here is the thing.
You people.
Then it goes on to say, surface dressing. The highest is $300,000 to $900,000. Depending on the number of seals.
How can you say the highest is from this to this?
Please, it gives you a range.
Read it correctly. That's all. If it is stated that, then it is not the correct rendition.
What I'm saying is,
how can you say the highest is from 300 to 900?
No, I'm saying
the rendition is wrong.
Please, let me read it. If your issue is reading it well, let me read it.
Read it well.
It says surface dressing, $300,000 to $900,000 per kilometer, depending on the number of seals and the base material. 2. Asphalt overlay, $200,000 to $250,000. Asphalt overlay. Interchanges. Moro, listen to me here very well. It says interchanges. An interchange can cost as much as $10 million to $55 million. Interchanges. Then it says reconstruction asphalt.
What are you proving here?
I am telling you
that what?
You have even feeder roads going as high as 1.2 and
no, just take this
2.2.
You've not proved that thing. You've not proved it. That's my problem with you.
I've not been able to prove what?
Bring that document that you said it was feeder road and it is 2.2 million. Bring it.
So how do you know, say, feeder road?
Moro, before he brings it.
Let me read it to you.
Marapoma, take this one.
No, have this.
Thank you. So
let me read it to you, please.
Read it.
So this is upgrading of Tadome.
Let me read it with you.
Please, upgrading of Tadome.
Todome.
Yes. It says Department of Feeder Roads.
Okay.
Here, so
Moro,
you can
get it.
Let me read it.
Let Moro read it.
Thank you.
Let Moro read it.
So it's here. So maybe let's Bright. I think you should put it
up. Project it. I'll be very happy.
Do you have Bright's number, don't you? Please send it to Bright.
Yeah.
I want us to read it. I want our viewers to also watch this on the screen.
Yes.
But you wanted me to once we're putting this one out.
Thank you.
Why do you want me to read a Marapoma?
I want you to read it because a 19-kilometer road is costing $346 million.
So the Marapoma one says project title rehabilitation of Ofanko and Sawam Road, 33.4 kilometers.
Yes.
The region is Greater Accra. Contractor is Marapoma.
No, the second one rather. The second one.
Okay. Oh, okay, good. So the second one is project title. Accra Temamoto
Motorway
Extensions Project.
Thank
27.7 kilometers. And the construction of section 1.
What second one are you reading?
This one.
19.5 kilometers.
Yeah.
The region is Greater Accra. Contractor is Marapoma. Contract sum is $338 million.
Thank you.
Now, source of fund is Ghana Investment Infrastructure Fund. The commencement date is 22nd August. Original completion date is 2nd August. Why is this important?
It's important because
yes,
I'm saying
no, it will come to you. I want them to put a thing up.
No, I want to even challenge what he's saying, but let him finish.
Fine.
What do you want to challenge?
Go ahead, you finish your argument.
Why is this important?
This is important because I'm just drawing his attention to the fact that don't ever divide number of kilometers a cost of a project by the number of kilometers. Don't ever do that.
Okay.
Give that type of calculation.
Can I speak? Can I speak?
Yes, speak.
You see, you didn't listen to me well.
I did.
When I started talking, I said that feeder roads are of a certain build.
Yeah.
And by its inherent
Will you show
nature,
the thing?
Yes.
let me more,
Yes.
please.
I'm
By
waiting for
its
that.
inherent nature, feeder roads does not even include interchanges, overpass, etc.
Absolutely.
I said it.
Absolutely, yes.
And by its inherent nature, its quality and build is less than the remaining roads. I said it here. Now, let's take the Tema motorway that he's talking about.
Okay.
Tema motorway is going to be 10 lanes.
Yeah.
10 lanes, 5 going, 5 coming. And the 10 lanes, the inner 6 will be concrete.
That is why
the inner 6 will be concrete. And the 2 outer lanes will be asphalt.
Yeah.
Now, it has,
that's why the scope is important.
Yeah, but I said, Moro, you have to bear me out. When I was talking about feeder roads, did I conflict it with a highway like the Tema motorway? No,
you didn't.
I was careful.
But I've given you a feeder road, surface dressing.
This is a bogus document. Throw it somewhere. It's a bogus document. Throw it somewhere.
They don't like to read.
Atta,
They don't
please,
like
let
to
me
read.
talk. Atta, let me talk. So the point is,
Okay.
please. And I even in my earlier submission, I said the most expensive road is concrete roads on the Tema motorway. The same with
You
Maroko.
said a lot of things. It is not only don't create that
Atta,
no, because there is no time again. Don't let him. You are seeing a feeder road of 26 million.
It's a bogus document.
How can you say this?
Jifa Gulu generates a document, you bring it on TV.
Please go ahead.
Look, now here's the thing.
Yes.
Marapoma. Marapoma is also 10 lanes.
Yes.
5 going, 5 coming. Even here, it says 2 flyovers and 2 interchanges.
Yes.
Oh, you get what I'm saying? And I just even read a document to you, which document said some interchanges can cost as much as $55 million.
True.
I just read it to you.
Yes.
So you cannot take a highway project like the Marapoma project, a highway project, the Tema motorway project, which includes flyovers, bridges, interchanges, and compare it
But
to
you and your
a feeder
communicators
road.
do that.
I haven't done
You
that.
and your community, even this morning, you've done it.
No, I haven't done that.
He has done it.
No, I
He has
haven't
done it
that.
because
When
he
did
was
I do
saying that.
When did I do that?
Because of sole sourcing,
Yes.
we are using the sole sourcing to inflate the
Oh,
cost.
but that's true.
So how do we
That's
inflate
true.
the
Agbada
cost?
is still into the social.
Can you imagine?
That's true. Now let me finish my
He
point.
said that based on what you had said
Yes.
earlier when you were in opposition.
Yes.
Oh,
now-
but I've just
Not
demonstrated
because
to
he
you.
believes it,
Moro,
but he says
please
because
read,
you said it in
I've
the
given
past.
you the
Yes.
evidence. Please,
Of the feeder
I've
roads
sent it to
one.
Brian.
Yes, Brian, please put it up. I want
Project
to end the show with this. The feeder
his
roads.
people are on Facebook. No, let me
No,
finish.
no.
His people are on Facebook attacking me that I didn't give evidence. Read the evidence.
So
now, let me finish.
no, we
So,
are
Brian,
done.
we're waiting for-
Oh,
we're
we are
waiting to
done.
put this.
You
Once
said
we
a
do,
lot
that's
of
fine.
things. Now,
Oh, okay.
You see, the minister came out and told us that 44% of the contract he has given are so. Remember?
Yes. Initially.
Initially. Given the calculation Atta just did, it comes to 15%. 15%.
Another mathematical mystification.
Oh,
You
but
are
you
not
said
serious.
539.
How can you just take 53/81?
Are you serious? Atta, you told us that the minister has given out 539 contracts.
Yes.
And out of the 539, 81 are sole source.
Yes.
So a simple division gives you 15%. That's what you just said. Didn't you say the minister has done 539 contracts?
Well, these are the facts he put.
Yes, and
And
if we
you
use
you used his own figures.
yes,
To
and it
calculate
gives you
the percentage.
15%.
Do how you calculate it.
You do 81.
No, you said 539/89. Really?
No, this is just scribble.
Meanwhile, you've forgotten the restricted tender. Why didn't you add restricted tender? There is a 59 restricted.
Okay, so let's
Please do me a favor. Send me the document. The feeder road document. Send it to me right now.
I've sent it to you.
No, to me.
Oh,
To me. I haven't
right.
not sent it to me yet.
Now,
But once don't worry. Let me put this information. Don't worry. Just give me gentlemen, give me a minute. Just give me a minute.
Oh, but this is just scribbling on the paper.
Yes.
You said 15%.
Gentlemen, give me a minute. Just give me a minute. I beg you. Just give me a minute. There's a very important event that's coming off on the
numbers.
In fact, it started on Saturday, the 20th of March. It's about the outdooring and the grand coronation of the Omanhene and Omanhima of the Nkuranza Traditional Authority. And there's some traditional area. There's some important information I want to share with you. So Saturday, which is the 4th of April, this coming Saturday, there's going to be the outdooring and grand coronation of the Omanhene and Omanhema. And then Sunday, you would have noticed that initially it was supposed to be the so on Sunday, there's the inter-congregational Thanksgiving, which is the Easter Sunday morning. And then the same Sunday, there's a dinner gala and fundraising for the homecoming activities. But that has now changed to Saturday, so it's no more Sunday. Sunday will only have the inter-congregational Thanksgiving, and then on Saturday, which is the 4th of April, after the outdooring and the grand coronation of the Omanhene and Omanhema, there will be the dinner, gala, and fundraising. And then on Monday, there's the health walk. Monday, 6th April, there's a health walk. And then Monday, the same Monday, there's the Nkranza Easter Bash concert. So please note this. For me, the most critical thing is the fact that the dinner gala and fundraising is no more happening on Sunday. It's now happening on Saturday. So congratulations to the newly installed Omanhene or installed Omanhene and Omanhema of the Nkranza traditional area. Now, we're still waiting for Bright to put this thing out because I want us to read it. Because don't worry, I'll sort that out. Yes, so here we go. We've just put it up on your screen. So, Public Procurement Authority, upgrading of the Todome to the Palime, right? Yeah. Todome to Palime. Gemini feeder, right? Gemini feeder, Gemini town roads. Now it says request for procurement of works through single sourcing. Yeah. Right. So we don't even need to talk about it because we've seen the feeder routes.
Yes.
So that's evidence.
That's evidence, right? Evidence of what?
No evidence. So you're saying that because that's the evidence that this is a feeder route contract. Okay, you disagree with him?
Why are you making that a sweeping statement? You said the figure is the Sapete, or how did you say
Sapete.
Sapete gave multiple examples.
No. This particular one, he said, please don't do that.
No, because when I asked,
don't do that.
Let's put it in context.
Please.
Put it in context.
Don't change your mind.
I asked about the evidence of whether the amount that you're mentioning was actually a feeder route or asphalt. And he said, no, you have one evidence. Yeah. And so you give this to us.
Yes. But this is, because when I was talking, I was even struggling to read the Tadome, which you even pronounced it to me.
Yes.
And I gave it to you.
Yes.
So what is there? Now,
let's stay there. Let's stay there.
Please,
let's stay there.
Let me finish my sentence. When you finish, you can come.
No, Memoro, don't let this thing
go. You mean the feeder routes, man?
Yes, now.
What issues do you have with it?
The issue I have with it is that he said a feeder road contract cost in our regime 2.2 million.
I said
that's what he said.
Oh, no.
So don't let him go with it.
No.
That was what I was asking.
I didn't hear him say that. I thought I
heard him hear him say that?
I heard him say that asphalting.
So let me tell you why. No, you know why he said that?
Yes.
He said, how can it cost 2.2 million? But Moro, remember, according to him, remember, feeder road doesn't have interchanges. Okay. It doesn't have what?
What are you saying?
So where is the scope that shows that it is Sapete dressing?
It just says...
It says what?
Gentlemen,
because they mentioned feeder road.
Please allow him to learn in just 2 minutes because our time is up.
All bitumen roads in my constituency.
We're supposed to have ended it 10 minutes ago. Please go ahead.
I'm telling you.
Just please allow me 2 minutes.
But bitumen surfacing is the cheapest amongst them. I even said it here.
Yes, you did.
And feeder roads are largely bitumen surfacing.
That's fine.
Moro is protecting you.
How's Moro protecting
me? Please go ahead.
I'm giving you evidence. Now, Moro,
let's try and learn because our time is up.
Okay. It's okay. No,
the holier than thou attack. Now pontificating and telling us that you use the Auditor General's report.
Okay.
Moro, let's even assume without granting that you use the Auditor General's report. You told us that based on your own argument that according to the Auditor General, this is a source of corruption. And then on the back of that Auditor General's report, he said in your first year, what are you going to do? You are going to cut out sole sourcing from the PPA Act.
We never said that.
Okujeto Ablaka said it on Onia TV.
Okay.
I'm giving you the evidence. Okujeto Ablaka. He actually used the word Yebe in Chi. Now, you promised that within your first year, you are going to cut it out of the Procurement Act. Then within your first year, in the darkness of the night, sometimes on Sundays, Sofu Agoja will wear his cassock and go and sit at the ministry.
You have the data now. Please do your mathematics now.
So, gentlemen, I want to thank you very much for your time.
The good people of
unfortunately, school homecoming is up next. Please stay with us. This is Good Morning Ghana on the Metro Television.
139 of
Hey, buddy, it's me, Azar.
Yeah, me now they see. Hey, you look fresh. Oh.
Hey.
We your label today. Me.
Wait till you see what's inside me.
Azar, freshly made inside and out for greater coverage and colors that last longer and beautify your walls, spaces and places. Azar.